They face off again with the region championship on the line. Lehi has found a resurgence. 2 straight region wins puts the Pioneers in line for the title with multiple athletes, including legend Glasker. A beautiful move at the 15, and he scores. Corner Canyon takes its talent and tradition into another region championship game, which the Chargers have owned. Lehi is Titletown tonight on this Wednesday night edition of Friday Night Rivals.
In the shadows here of the Lehi Roller Mills, a staple in this community. And tonight, Corner Canyon visiting the Pioneers in what will be a Region 3 championship for the winners. Dave Fox along with Lemma Harrington will both be covered. Frank, don't let him in the Max show. He's going to be
he'll try to get in there.
I know he will. He's already set the table for that. We're excited about this one. Let's talk about the quarterbacks. We'll talk about the visitors first, Corner Canyon. Man, we know Helaman Kasuga so well. We've been calling him for years. He is the trigger for this team, no doubt.
Well, the thing about Helaman Kasuga is we talk about the maturity and the development of his game, and I'm glad we have this highlight because it's the quarterback run in that Eric Kerr offense at Corner Canyon that makes a quarterback go from good to great. His ability to run the ball is going to be the difference.
On the other side, they made a change at quarterback a couple weeks ago, Lemma. Wyatt Bingham is now in charge of things. He doesn't have to be a hero. He's got a lot of great weapons, though.
Yeah, let everybody else make you look great. For this quarterback, Wyatt Bingham, all he has to do, now plays like that are fantastic, but hand the ball off. Hand the ball off to Eka. Throw the ball to Legend Glasker. I think that those weapons are the difference for Lehi.
This is going to be a lot of fun tonight, and I'm loving football weather. Yes, it's a Wednesday, but we will take it. It's the final game of the regular season as we head into playoffs next week. And the Region 3 title is on the line on a rainy, damp night here in Utah County. Join us right now. It's the Chargers and the Pioneers on KJazz TV.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by America First Credit Union, Strong Auto, Robert DeBry, and U of U Marketing.
Oh, sorry, not Lemma. Is Frank here yet?
Frank just got here.
Okay. Austin's down there setting up his pregame, I assume with just Andy.
Okay.
So we come out, keys down to Frank for pregame.
I forgot what my keys were.
Well, I know one of them was clever. It was like Pioneer.
Yeah, be legendary.
Legend, yeah.
It's a busy morning in your house, but for you, it's just another day. You're the one who makes it all happen. But one day, everything changed. Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
With Tim from RGS Exteriors, the longest standing exteriors company. That's 5 generations, Tim, and you're proud of that.
We are. Look, my great-grandpa started this way back in the day, and now my kids are the 5th.
And 21 Best of State Awards and the Guild Award as well.
It's an independent company that surveys customers, and anything above a 90, you're awarded the Guildmaster.
And you guys provide a warranty.
We cover everything on paper for 10 years, but if you call us in year 11, we're going to take care of you.
Tim, how do people get in touch with you?
Just give us a call or check us out on our website at rgsexteriors.com.
It's in the thrill of starting strong, making gains. It's the real connections in between. It's in the satisfaction of being on the move. That brilliant feeling of getting somewhere.
When excellence matters, don't settle for less. Blue Best is locally owned and operated by women who care about the community. With over 20 years of home comfort solutions to the customers of Wasatch Front, Blue Best has won 6 Best of State awards and is the current Best of State for both heating and air and plumbing, as well as winning the Best of SLC. Right now, upgrade your system for as low as $150 a month or 0 interest for 18 months, plus trade-in credit for your old equipment. Put your mind to rest. Call Blue Best.
Heart disease is the leading cause of death for both men and women in Utah, but doctors say some simple lifestyle changes can reduce your risk. Don't smoke, and if you do, quit. Exercise 3 to 4 times a week for 30 to 60 minutes. Avoid foods high in fat and cholesterol, and eat more fruits and vegetables to reduce your risk of heart attack and stroke. Get heart healthy today.
Check Your Health is brought to you by 2 News, the Utah Department of Health and Human Services, iHeartMedia, and Intermountain Health.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun and worked hard till one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work and you're worried about your family. Our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Lehigh head coach Andy Hatfield, Frank.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Alema. Well, it's great to be here on a rain. I mean, you know what we call this, Coach? We call this football weather. I'm sure that's the speech you gave to your guys, but what a matchup tonight. This is kind of a dream matchup. Everybody's looking forward to it. What would you like to see out of your guys tonight?
Well, we just got to minimize mistakes. That's the name of the game. You're playing against good teams. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes will win.
All right, Coach, good luck. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, Frank. It's good to see you. I thought maybe with the rain you might just call this game from your car.
Hey, let me tell you, I was thinking about it.
Just bring it out, put it on the track. We'll just tell them it's homecoming. Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by America First Credit Union, proud to support Utah's high school athletes and athletics. Alema, what do you have?
Well, for the visitors, Corner Canyon established the run. That includes Hilleman Kasuga with the quarterback run. Lehi, be legendary. I expect Legend Glasgow to play a huge role in this game on offense and on special teams.
Last week they had that reverse that Glasgow took for a touchdown. This time they faked it, and Fabrizio kept his legs enough to get up to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Good discipline on the offset by that Corner Canyon special team squad.
Let's take a look at the players to watch, first of all, for that Lehi offense.
Well, Wyatt Bingham, of course, is the quarterback, number 5. And
well, this is the defense.
Yeah, that's the defense.
We'll
So
come
back to that. We'll reset.
We'll
blame it on the rain.
That's what happens. It shorts things out. All right, 1st down, and as you said, Wyatt Bingham is the quarterback for this team. And Bingham, the senior who took over the starting lineup just a couple of weeks ago, and they've been dynamite since. And, of course, it's all about this guy, Devon Eka, future Cougar, but not much to do on that play. Now let's take a look at the offensive players to watch. Here they are.
Yeah,
for
everybody
Lehi.
taking pictures of the legend Glasgow, number 6. He is a force on offense and on special teams. Wyatt Bingham, the quarterback, the signal caller. He is the leader. Devon Eka is an amazing running back. He's worth the price of admission.
That time they were certainly keyed on Eka, and he got dropped for about a 1-yard loss. 2nd down and 11. And keep an eye on Glasgow. You can't see him just to the bottom of your screen. But they're going to go Eka again, and this time a much better push. Takes that pile all the way up to about a 6-7 yard pickup. Did I just say 6-7?
Did you just do 6-7?
I did. Let's take a look at our defensive players to watch. Brought to you by Robert J. DeBry.
Well, if we're talking on the defense, it starts with Jaden Pierce on the defensive line. Mason Wood is that linebacking core. He anchors that group. Diesel Dart, who was questionable, did not play last week. He is going to be in the lineup for Corner Canyon tonight.
Big 3rd down right out of the gate, 3rd and 4. I was surprised Nat last week as we get this play first, and then I'll retouch that. Big hit. Dropped for a loss, and Lehi will have to punt it away. But last week, you guys were so kind on my birthday, but nobody noticed that I turned 6'7". I was so 6'7".
Oh, you were
on that day.
That's because we thought you were 7'6".
Nice one, Frank.
I'm trying to tell a cute story, and you hit me with that.
Well, last week we celebrated you. This week we roast you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so punting situation already, and we're going to get a chance to see. You were talking about Diesel Dart, plays special teams as well, and he's back at his 25-yard. Good kick. This is going to drive him way back, and that ball is going to roll and just into the end zone. Man, that looked like it was setting up.
Well, Diesel Dart actually makes a really smart play and keeps the special teams from Lehi to get to that ball and down it inside the 1-yard line.
take a look at the offensive players to watch for Corner Canyon, and some pretty usual suspects.
Well, Hilleman Kasuga, of course, who has been starting high school football since he was a freshman at Timpview High School. And then you add to that list Jashawn Mayberry, who transferred from Lone Peak. He's a guy that is a solid player as well. He's got 88 yards per game. And Kai Meza is a fantastic player committed to Minnesota. He is one of the main targets for Kasuga.
How about Mayberry and Meza, 11, each averaging about 88, 89 yards a game? And almost identical yardage on the season, both right around 650.
False start offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
This is going to be a big part of this game, as you heard Coach Hatfield talking about it. It's the team that is going to make the fewest mistakes in a game like this that is going to come out on top. And Corner Canyon comes out in the first play from the line of scrimmage. They got a false start.
All right, so now first and 15.
There's another one. They're
oh, my gosh,
There's a false start again. This is not Coach Cares. Like, he is so into the details. This is really an odd start for a Coach Care team.
Yeah, especially back-to-back. So now you're at a 1st and 20, and they're back at the 10-yard line. It's almost as good as where that punt was going to have them. All right, here we go. Then they're still going to run the gets them all the way back to the original line of scrimmage and a little bit more. Let's take a look at the defensive players to watch. Brought to you by Robert J. DeBry for the Lehi. There they are.
Well, Taki on that defensive line. Vince Evans, one of the linebackers. Taki will play linebacker and be up on the line of scrimmage. Briggs Love, the big man, who's got an interception and has got a few touchdowns this season as well.
He's got 4 of them this year. When they line him up in the backfield, like you guys say, I mean, self-preservation, it's almost worth just getting out of the way. So they've managed to make up 19 of the 20 yards they needed, and it's a 3rd and 1. And this time, Kasuga will keep it. He's got plenty of room. First down and more. And Kasuga all the way up to midfield before he's run out of bounds.
I talked about how impressive it has been to watch Hilleman Kasuga improve on the quarterback runs. That's not the typical one that's up the middle. He might have taken that one outside, but he wisely, as he read what was happening at the line of scrimmage, bounced that outside. Good yardage and another first down.
22 yards on the pickup for Kasuga. The Chargers on the move. And back to Briggs. Excuse me, that's Kingston Cooper. They will rotate them in and out. Now, Cooper does not have near as many carries as Briggs does. Briggs, 86 carries coming into this game. Cooper, less than half of that at 34.
Cooper just did the right thing and followed Briggs through the line of scrimmage.
And here he goes again. And another good pickup. And how about Corner Canyon coming in and just running the ball down the field?
Well, Weston Briggs once again did a great job with that lead block, and he kind of opened up a lane for Kingston Cooper to just follow, and he went untouched to the second level.
All running on this drive. They've not thrown a pass yet. And all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Again, Cooper. And tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. If you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at AmericanFirst.com.
We have not seen a passing play for either one of these offenses. It was 3 straight runs to Eka for Lehi and nothing but ground game for Corner Canyon.
First down, Kasuga. First pass of the game going to the corner. That pass is high and out of bounds. Yeah, right in front of you, Frank.
Amazing catch. I mean, I'm not sure how he got up there and brought that ball in. That's Mayberry, but pushed out of bounds, foot falls out of bounds, so incomplete.
Frank, did you need me to laminate your spotter boards today to keep them dry? I'm sorry. I should have provided that service.
I'm going to need a new set in about 7 minutes.
Briggs takes the carry, gets outside and very near the 20-yard line.
Well, you're having this kind of success on the ground. The only reason that you throw the ball is to let the defense know that you can.
Yeah, no doubt. running game has been effective so far.
And here they go. That time caught on that right side.
4 down territory at Lemma.
Man, this, a game like this, I think that you have 2 downs to get first down, and because you didn't get what you wanted on that 3rd down, I would say kick the field goal here.
I would say that too, except they were able to draw Lehi off sides.
That's huge.
And you guys, it's coming, and yet it still just happens.
Encroachment, defense number 13.
A
5-yard penalty results in a first down.
It sounds so easy, Dave, to say, hey, just watch the ball.
Yeah, you hear them yell that all the time.
But then you hear the snap count, you hear the cadence, and then it's almost impossible to do.
So first down, and they're inside the University of Utah red zone.
Officials having a conversation with Robbie Whalen, the center for Corner Canyon.
Okay, here we go. And again, on the ground, getting to the outside, headed to the end zone. It's a touchdown for Kingston Cooper.
Well, that entire drive, give credit to the offensive line because they did a phenomenal job. Tatfa, Larkins, Whalen, West, and Chandler, all of them just owning that line of scrimmage. And Frank, as in games, especially when the weather is wet like this, the trenches are going to be a huge part of this.
It's the most important part of the game anyway, Alema, even in good weather. But when weather becomes nasty, then that becomes even more critical as that kick goes up and through for the extra point. So line of scrimmage play tonight, no doubt. That's going to win this football game.
Towering above the University of Utah campus are the stunning Wasatch Mountains. They serve as inspiration for the towering breakthroughs that happen on campus. Like a thought-controlled prosthetic hand that can feel and move, or using metallurgy to manufacture a titanium alloy and 3D printing to lower costs. It's the impact of a culture of collaboration and innovation, and of a university that is always climbing.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
I'm Weston Briggs, running back, Corner Canyon. I'm class of 2026-7. Shout out Baby Mitchu, go to Brawl Stars.
None of that made sense. Not one thing that he said made sense.
That kind of is what kicked it all off, the whole 6-7 thing, at least for us, at that meeting night way back in early August, and every one of them did it. What's Baby Minshew? What's Brawl Stars?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody knows.
I don't watch enough YouTube to know all of the answers.
Okay. Fabrice, they're going to fake the no. Oh, Glasker. He's got the ball, thank goodness, because as Andy Hatfield told us, both coaches will agree turnovers can be a huge factor of the game. That could have been disastrous.
Well, the biggest part of this is that, okay, you made a mistake, but you maintain possession of the ball. Taking a look at the scoring summary brought to you by our good friends at RGS Exteriors. Watch here. You got to scoop it up off the ground, but it's wet conditions already. The ball's a little slippery. You got to be very careful with the football and make sure that you don't put it on the ground.
There's that scoring summary, Lemma. You were talking about 10 plays, 80 yards, 16-yard run by Cooper, and they ran every single play. They had one pass. It was incomplete, and they just ran it right down their throats. That's what a talented team can do for you, though, just whatever needs to be done. All right, Bingham's pass. That was low, trying to hit Eka. And I'm wondering, too, if a wet football plays a factor in some of this.
We were talking with Riley Jensen, right? He's our partner on the football panel. He said one of the things about, misconceptions is, especially in college football, is that the ball is always wet in wet conditions when they do a really great job. High school is a different story. In high school, I'll tell you what, that ball can get heavy.
Yeah.
And so it's slick, so it's hard coming off your fingertips, and the ball gets heavier.
Second down. Eka, he's just had no room to run at all tonight. That defensive line just all over it. You saw Fuivaka-Puna.
First man through.
There, yeah.
I can speak to the heavy ball scenario, Alema. And back in the day, I think the balls today are even manufactured to be a little more water resistant.
Yeah.
But when we played, at some point during a rainy game, it was like you had a shot put.
Like a medicine ball.
Yeah. At some point, I'm going to change my throwing motion so I don't throw out my arm.
I looked like Al Order out there a few times trying to shot put it down the field.
You got it wedged in your neck, getting ready to make the throw. Third down and 10. Tough sledding so far for Lehi. Bingham going downfield is up, and he's got Glasker. Midfield and more. And Glasker, on one huge play, turns the fortunes around for Lehi.
Well, this is what we're talking about, the things that Legend Glasker can do for you. And if you are the quarterback, all you have to do is put that ball up and give Glasker an opportunity to get underneath it. That's exactly what happened. Now they're in Corner Canyon territory.
49 yards on the pickup. And a very well-thrown ball by Wyatt Bingham as well. 64% completion percentage on the season for Bingham, who's only been the starter now for a couple of weeks. First down. And Bingham again. He's going to take off. And Lemmy, you talked about this in our open. He doesn't do it a ton, but he's certainly capable of it when they need it.
Well, the thing about, having a quarterback like Wyatt Bingham, and when we talked to Coach Andy Hatfield and said, what do you think about your quarterback? You make the changes and said, he's a leader. That's all I have to say is he's a leader. When the rest of the team sees your quarterback go and sacrifice his body like that, they think, well, if he can do it and he's going to do it, then I got to do it. That's the kind of leadership that he provides.
Second down, 8. Trying to get the ball outside. Brighton, was that New?
No, that's Eka.
No, that's Eka.
Yeah.
Okay, New just checked. He was right over there. There's New, number 84, his brother, of course, at Oklahoma, and he's headed to Oklahoma State. That's going to be an interesting family rivalry.
I love the way they set this up for Devon Eka. They hand the ball off to him deep in the backfield. That allows him to survey what's in front of him and make decisions. Got good blocking up front, but Eka was able to take a look in front of him. Watch how deep he gets this ball. So he's got blocking in front of him, then he's able to make the decision, put his shoulder down at the end of this play, and pick up some extra yards.
3rd and 1. And again, it's Eka. And Eka bounces ahead for the first down.
Alema, were you one of those guys that you like to be 7 yards behind the quarterback?
Oh, yeah. We ran a lot of I formation when I was at Punahou High School, and so I love being as deep as possible without it being, to a disadvantage to be that far deep in the backfield. But I wanted to see what was in front of me, whether I took it in the I formation or a toss, and you bow back to allow yourself to see what's in front of you and read that line of scrimmage, read the front 7.
Sam Verbecki checks in the backfield. Bingham going downfield, wide open, 5-yard line, and the stretch and reach for the end zone. It's a touchdown for Brighton New.
They're going to say he was down at the 1-yard line, or they're saying he is in, because I can't tell if they're setting up for the extra point, because if I'm watching this play, Brighton New, where does his foot go down? Where does his knee go down? I think he was in.
There's a 6 on the scoreboard, the first down marker.
Oh, they're
setting up.
They're not giving it to him. No, they're setting up for a play. So it was not a touchdown, and here we go. 1st and goal. They bring in the big guy. And Briggs Love This time he's stopped.
Well, they were ready for Briggs Love
Yeah.
to come in. We've seen him have success. Put that big lineman in the backfield and let him put his shoulders, square to the goal line and push for a touchdown. He's able to put his shoulders down, but great contact in the backfield. Tate Patterson comes up and gets to his legs, and that's what you have to do with a big guy like that, is you can chop his legs out from under him.
So 2nd and goal, and they're backing up. High snap, Bingham's got it, plenty of time, and he's going to roll out. Now he's out of bounds. Now you're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Another loss of yardage, I believe, on that play. They're going the wrong direction right now. You see Wyatt Bingham, he had a couple of guys that he wanted to get in the end zone, and good coverage by Corner Canyon. He could not find an open receiver in the end zone.
McGee's Awards and Engravings. It's time to be recognized. McGee's will have our Champions Trophy, which will be presented to tonight's winning team by Frank Dolce. Perhaps a region trophy as well. And now Lehi's going to take a timeout and make sure they got this right. We'll take it with them. It's a 7-0 lead, but the Pioneers are knocking at the door.
Build your jacket at Coleman Knitting Mills.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Build your jacket at Coleman Knitting Mills.
Briggs Love, defensive tackle, Lehi High School. McDonald's sponsored me. Love you, Mom.
I'm Brian New, play tight end, Lehi High School, body built by McDonald's. Go Pokes.
McDonald's about
I can
200
see
yards
from the Mac Shack half of a golden arch from here.
Yeah, I can see it right. Yeah, so that's where those guys hang out.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal. We thought it was a touchdown. They were stopped on the one. They've gone backwards ever since. Bingham's pass knocked down. It's 4th down. Do you get the points, guys, or do you go for it on 4th?
Well, great coverage that time by Josh Harris in the defensive backfield for Corner Canyon. And because Lehi has already put points on the board and they've got 7, I think you've got to come away with points here.
And they will.
I understand your argument, Alema, and it's not that I disagree with it, but I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
Here's what I'd say. Corner, it's still early in the game, so maybe that's the right thing, but Corner Canyon scored touchdowns.
Yes.
Corner Canyon doesn't kick field goals. And you can't trade field goals for touchdowns. I will give the fact that it's early in the game, there's a lot of football left to play, but I think that's a hard decision to make. You go for 3 against a team that scores a lot of points.
Well, to Frank's point, Bodie Hammond for Lehi, he's kicked 10 field goals this year. Davis Nelson for corners only kicked 4.
I still go back to Brighton New and his catch that looked to me like a touchdown. I didn't see the knee down, Fox. I thought he was in for the score.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sometimes they get a little too hung up with, oh, it's just right there, but not quite enough.
Well, I think even that being said, you get the ball first and goal of the 1, you got to be able to score.
You got to score. Yeah.
Well, when Briggs Love is your first man through, you would certainly put money on that. That kick sails into the end zone for a Victor's Tires.
A couple flags late. There's a little extracurricular activity on the field.
Here's our scoring summary brought to you by our good friends at RGS Exteriors. Good to have them on board with us this year. They win 11 plays, 76 yards, and the field goal. RGS Exteriors.
Hey, Dave, I have a question for your sources.
Okay.
Corner Canyon started at their 20, but then was backed up to the 10. So did they go on a 90-yard scoring drive or an 80-yard scoring drive?
During the play, there were 2 fouls. Personal foul on the receiving team, personal foul on the kicking team. Those penalties will offset.
They're still
first down.
They're still arguing it.
Are you saying the sources are conflicted?
Yes.
Wait, what is the official? I know, don't we have an official?
If they start, I might have to put Miley on the headset.
That's always a good idea.
Well, what did it say on the scoring summary?
Yeah, what does the scoring summary say?
Well, you just saw it.
There it is.
Does it
76 yards.
76 yards.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's
they
the
went
Lehi
76.
one. You were talking about the Corner Canyon one, the previous one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where everybody got a little confused. Weston Briggs with the first carry and goes forward 5 and backward 5, but he'll get the forward. Here's the Corner Canyon scoring summary. It's 80 yards.
Yeah.
That answers your question.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Frank, I would think that you would know this as a guy that tracked his own stats meticulously.
I still know all my own stats, but it was like a test. I was testing the sources to see how that came out.
All right, 2nd and 8 going deep and beating the defense once again. Deshaun Mayberry, Lone Peak transfer. He's averaging 88 yards per game receiving, and he just picked up about a third of that. Well, more than half of it, on one play, 49 yards. How about that?
Well, great route by Deshaun Mayberry and a beautiful throw by Hillman Kasuga. He put this one right where it needed to be.
Weston Briggs. the fake to Briggs, and he fell down. So Kasuga ended up holding it. Let's go back to that previous play. Check out Mayberry.
Well, good protection for Hillman Kasuga, and then he's able to connect with Mayberry in stride. Nice coverage down in the secondary.
Couldn't throw that ball any better.
2nd down 9. And now Briggs takes the carry.
Good stop that time by the Lehi defense. Bring up a 3rd down and 9.
So an offense that's been able to run the ball the first series has been stifled a little bit in the run here on the 2nd series. 3rd and long, obvious pass situation.
3rd down, Kasuga looking left and fires again. Mayberry. And Mayberry inside the University of Utah red zone.
And that should do it for the quarter.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of 1. Both teams marching up and down the field, but it's Corner Canyon with a touchdown. And Lehi with just a field goal on this Wednesday night edition of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
Towering above the University of Utah campus are the stunning Wasatch Mountains. They serve as inspiration for the towering breakthroughs that happen on campus. Like a thought-controlled prosthetic hand that can feel and move, or using metallurgy to manufacture a titanium alloy and 3D printing to lower costs. It's the impact of a culture of collaboration and innovation, and of a university that is always climbing.
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
If you've ever had to deal with a plumbing problem, you may have felt the pain of realizing you don't know any plumbers. Whether you're trying to stop a leaky faucet, fix a running toilet, replace your old water softener, or install a tankless water heater, the plumbers at Any Hour Services can help. All you have to do is call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhour.com. Help with plumbing maintenance and repairs is closer than you think. Call Any Hour Services or schedule an appointment at anyhour.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
Good looking shot of the Lehi Roller Mills signature landmark here.
Footloose fame right there.
Kevin Bacon. He was back not long ago. He went to Payson High School where they filmed a lot of that. Spoke to the school. And what a thrill for those kids. So here we go, start the second quarter. Corner Canyon has a 7-3 lead, and they've got the football inside the red zone. And Helaman Katsuga has thrown the ball just 3 times today, but they have rushed the ball all over the place. 12 carries already. All right, the official's back, and here we go. Kasuga with Briggs in the backfield with him. And Briggs has it. And bounces to the outside, cuts back. And Briggs down inside the 10. I think this is going to be a first down, almost to the 5. So first and goal from the 6-yard line.
Briggs does a fantastic job of being patient in the backfield. He's got number 77, Isun Tafa, leading the way. And he takes a little time to pause and let Tafa get a head of steam in front of him. And then he turns the corner. Great job.
And Jackson Caruth, how about that? His first carry of the game, and it's a touchdown.
Great blocking once again up front by this Corner Canyon offensive line. Go off that left side, a little counter play. And Caruth had a nice seam, and he punches it in.
How about this Corner Canyon offense? First drive of the game, as this kick goes up and through. First drive of the game dominated by the run. This drive, 2 big pass plays, get them into scoring position, and then they go back to the running game. So operating on all phases tonight for the Chargers.
Yeah, we were quick to point out the weapons on the Lehi side, specifically Devon Eka and Legend Glasker. But on the other side, for Corner Canyon, outside of Helaman Kasuga, on the offensive side, Weston Briggs has been fantastic all year. Kai Meza is really their best receiver, but followed right behind is Jashawn Marbury. They both come in together, all right around 650 yards receiving between Meza and Mayberry. They're both very effective receivers, and we haven't even seen Kai Meza yet tonight.
Yeah. Well, and to your point, Frank, both quarterbacks have completed 2 passes each. Kasuga for 62 yards and Bingham for 74 yards. The difference is Corner Canyon finished their drive and Lehi did not. They had to kick a field goal. There's our RGS Exteriors scoring summary. 7 plays, 80 yards, and the 6-yard run by Caruth, his only carry of the game. After most of the heavy lifting was done by Briggs with 37 yards and Cooper with 37 yards. All right, here we go again. This time, ball, definite miscommunication between Glasker and Fabrizio. It looked like each thought the other was going to grab it.
Oh, it's a great special teams play. made to catch Glasgow back inside his own 10-yard line. And in our conversation with Lehigh head coach Andy Hadfield, he said, in a game like this, you got to minimize mistakes. He said, as the new head coach here and taking over, the thing that I've realized maybe over the last couple of months being the head coach is when you got evenly matched teams, you got to have a team that executes. And yeah, you play a good team and they're going to force you into mistakes, but you got to find ways to execute and play above that.
So first down, Bingham out to throw. He's in his end zone. Got to be careful. And Bingham just lets that ball go. R.C. Willie has everything for your home, from sofas to mattresses, TVs to refrigerators. It's all available so you can make your home your way.
Spent a little time at R.C. Willie going through, and we're doing some basement stuff at our house, and it's like, hey, let's figure out what we're going to put down there. So the wife and I, we just went on a little cruise through R.C. Willie.
Didn't you stay there for a few nights?
Well, she doesn't realize that I just go hang out there sometimes and take a nap.
Eka.
That date night?
We'll call it that.
Napping at R.C. Willie. So a 3rd and long again for this team. And boy, they've got to get some of these converted. Both teams have converted 2 third downs. Lehi 2 of 4. But in the game overall, Corner Canyon's got 8 first downs, and the Pioneers only have 3. And one of those came on that near 50-yard play to Glasgow. So here we go on 3rd. And Bingham. And Bingham's in a little bit of trouble here. He's down. And that pass rush, Jaden Pierce.
Well, we feature Jaden Pierce in our players to watch. He does a great job of corralling Wyatt Bingham, and Bingham is going to try to get rid of this ball, but he's got to make sure that he doesn't fumble it. So he finds himself in a situation where he's going to be forced to take the sack because he can't find a way to safely get rid of the ball. But give credit to Jaden Pierce.
6-yard loss, and that's going to put Bodie Hammond standing at the back of his end zone. And Diesel Dart just beyond midfield. And this kick, unlike the last one, is shorter. Bounces right into Dart's hands and run out of bounds about the 34-yard line. How about his brother Jackson undressing the Philadelphia Eagles last Thursday night?
He is becoming the new star in New York City.
My goodness. By the way, Jaden Pierce, who helped get Lehi off the field on that last possession, already has 4 tackles, 2 for loss, for a total of -8 yards.
Well, I'll tell you that front 7 right now for Corner Canyon has been impressive. Between Jaden Pierce and Manasseh Brown and Dustin Otuafia also got involved in that sack on Wyatt Bingham. But they're putting pressure.
Tonight's game brought to you by America First, Utah's #1 credit union. And if you're ready to get your money working, become a member today at AmericaFirst.com. Kasuga going to the end zone. Alema, you were asking for Kai Meza, and there he is.
Ask and you shall receive on this Wednesday night edition of Thursday Night Lights, or is it Friday Night Rivals? I'm not even sure what game we're doing tonight. But that was a spectacular pass by Helaman Kasuga, right on the money for one of his top receivers, maybe his favorite target, Kai Meza.
Well, those are the things that Helaman Kasuga can do with a football. That's coverage that you just don't typically throw a ball into. It was so tight, very nice coverage on the play, but the ball was perfectly thrown. You can't defend it.
Point after is up and good, and now Lehi in a little trouble here. They got to get something going. Down 21-3, 9.5 to play here in the first half on a little bit of a blustery evening. There's Helaman Kasuga and the numbers he's put on over his career. We'll look at those when we come back on this Wednesday night edition of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play Unicorn Glitter.
You two are getting good.
You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
Helaman Kasuga leading this team, a 4-year starter with a couple of different schools. And let me show you the numbers. These are career numbers and where he ranks in the history of high school football. He's 8th in passing yards. You see the number there. 9th in completions, 10th in total offense, and 11th in touchdown passes, although he just got his 100. Those are impressive numbers.
Yeah, he's been a spectacular talent. I remember calling a Timpview game versus Lehi many years ago. He was just a freshman, and he was already getting time as a freshman. He had a concussion issue and had to sit out some games, but you knew at that point, and I remember talking to Donnie Atawayo, who was the head coach at Timpview at the time. I said, what do you think about this young kid? And he's from the Big Island of Hawaii, and he ends up coming here to Utah. And he's like, this kid, he can play. Like, he's so much smarter and older than his age. And that was when he was just a freshman.
Yeah, and he's maintained all those intangibles enough to certainly draw the attention of Texas A&M, where he is committed. If you look at the RGS Exteriors scoring play, that was a pretty quick summary. 6 seconds, one play. And it's funny, too, because Lemmy, you were just talking about, we haven't even seen Meza yet.
Yep.
Boom, they hit him.
Well, that was unfortunate for Lehi. I mean, Corner Canyon is good enough on offense. You don't want to give him an advantage of great field position as well.
So Lehi really needs to get things in gear now. You let this team get ahead of you like that and can kind of mess with your mind after a while. And there's Bingham with the first carry. He'll get 3. Because, you know, we talked to Andy Hatfield and Lemmy, you and I, before the game, and he said that absolutely Lehi believes they can win this game.
Well, there's no reason why they shouldn't believe that. They've had great games this year. They played well, and it's when they execute. We saw them just last week and basically dismantle Lone Peak, who's a very good team. Now, Lone Peak has been in a little bit of a slump, and unfortunately for Lone Peak, I'm not sure if they'll get a first-round bye. They may not play for 3 weeks. They're off this weekend.
Right. Screen, Glasker's got it. He could be dangerous in the open field, and Glasker scoots ahead, but after all that, only gets a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I think if you're Lehi right now, Frank, and you're on that sideline, you got to keep your sideline engaged and not get disconnected from what's happening here.
Sometimes in a game like this, you have high hopes. If it doesn't go well in the beginning, you can get a little unenthusiastic on the sidelines. You have to try to avoid that at all costs. By the way, that's a Lone Peak team that dismantled Corner Canyon
Right. How about that?
Earlier in the year.
So Lone Peak beats Corner Canyon. Lehi beats Lone Peak. It's just, this region is unreal. Bingham's pass fires downfield. It's a little bit too high for Jackson Lattimore. And now you've got another 4th down. You have to give the ball back to Corner Canyon.
On the punt for the Pioneers, number 49, Bodie Hammond.
I can't help but think that, you know, you got the senior night. We were at Lone Peak. It was senior night, right? And it's easy to get distracted. I'll tell you, Lehi had a ton of seniors that they were celebrating before the game here tonight.
Kick is away. Fair catch called for 18-yard line.
And if I'm not mistaken, we were at Provo last week Friday, and I think they honored their seniors after. They did do that, right? They did it after the game.
Yeah, I like that.
We're going to have to do a spreadsheet on that and see what the winning percentage is when you do your senior night before the game. I can tell you, big BYU-Utah game is coming up. We used to do our senior blanket ceremony.
On the Utah game.
We used to do it after the game.
Yeah. Oh, how about that play? That's something this defense needed. And Vince Evans, who's been just stellar, has his 5th sack of the season.
Watch the penetration right here. Gets in quickly and brings Kasuga to the floor. The reason I bring up the BYU thing is because that has changed.
I thought you brought it up because you wanted to talk about Frank's prediction versus yours, and that's almost intercepted. But we had you, actually, oddly enough, we're going to have you on the football panel tonight. We're going to time warp you up there after this game. And you're not going to believe this, fans, for those of you who are listening and watching. But Frank picked Utah and Alema picked BYU. Weird.
But Alema didn't want to.
No, he really didn't. He was uncomfortable.
Oh, I was 100% sold and wanting to. That was my gut feeling.
3rd and 11. And Kasuga fires complete. They've done it again.
Well, that's on Ty Meza. He knows where he has to get to move the chains. He does a great job getting past that first down marker. And then he comes back. Great job by Kasuga. Good pocket, clean pocket for Kasuga. Nice route by Meza, first down.
18 yards on the pickup. Flag now.
Well, good news is this gives me the chance to finish the longest story I've ever told on a football broadcast.
Where's this going?
So what happened with the senior blanket thing is it turns out
defense
that
number 9. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
When BYU and Utah were in the same conference, oftentimes your last home game was against the University of Utah. So you had a game against the University of Utah at home, senior blankets after the ball game. Hang on.
Quick carry for Briggs. Good carry for Briggs. He's got another strong auto first down.
We might be looking at a delay of game here with this story.
All right, pick it up.
So BYU ends up losing to the University of Utah. Senior blankets are being handed out because we hand them out regardless. And the Utah visiting crowd was singing Utah Man while we're getting senior blankets.
So that's why they moved it. Oh, big tackle in the backfield as Briggs knocked down.
Well, a couple of nice plays defensively
was that,
by Vince Evans, the middle linebacker.
Oh, okay. I saw Briggs Love going after Weston Briggs. So point being, it's better to do it before in case you lose.
Yes.
Okay.
But then you risk the distraction of everything happening before the game, and you're not ready for the start of the game.
Well, then just don't lose the game. That's on you. 2nd down. Kasuga, quarterback draw. He's going to take off. He's got a ton of room. And Kasuga upended, but not before he's got another strong auto first down. And here we go again, marching down the field.
And this is where we've seen maybe the biggest improvement from Helaman Kasuga is his late flag coming in here.
12 yards on the pickup for Kasuga. Let's see what we've got here. Scott Maxfield, our head referee.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Lehi.
Oh boy.
It's a 15-yard penalty that results in a first down.
Well, that hurts.
Well, right now it all hurts. You can't afford to make. You just can't afford to make mistakes. Certainly not of the 15-yard variety.
You know, these teams have only played 4 times. Corner Canyon leads the series 3-1. And you remember last year, guys, we were up at Rice Eccles, and they had that phenomenal semifinal game. It was Ed Larson's last game as head coach. And Corner Canyon beat them by a point.
Yeah,
in overtime.
Yeah, every now and then, the way that the brackets are set up and the seeding and all of that, that you get a semifinal game that should have been the championship.
Yeah, exactly. It was such a great game. Tackled in the backfield.
Wow, Vince Evans has been on fire when he gets through. And Helaman Kasuga's shaken up a little bit. Slow to get off the ground.
While they get this play in, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. Tonight is the conclusion of the regular season. They announced the brackets Saturday at 10 a.m. and then we'll have a first-round playoff game for you next Friday.
Oh, they were able to get Brody Downs to jump into the neutral zone.
And then back to the schedule, we've got the semifinals for 5A and 6A, November 13th and 14th, and then championship day is November 21st.
It's third down, Lehi. Oh, it's too loud.
So now it's 3rd and 5. Briggs remains in the backfield, but Kasuga's going to throw, and Kasuga caught inside the 10-yard line, and not much going wrong for this Corner Canyon team as Lucas Jackson has a reception. 5 minutes to play here, first half.
Come back to Lucas Jackson on this route. Jackson, 6'3", 195. Got 5 TDs on the season.
Fake to Briggs, pass caught, end zone, touchdown. Mez has got his second.
Not sure how you defend that. The defense was in decent position, but great inside release by Meza. Play action, and he puts himself between the defender and the ball. Easy pitch and catch. Nice throw by Kasuga. Touchdown, Corner Canyon.
So Corner Canyon has just come in here focused, and everything's gone their way. We talked about turnovers being a factor. There are no turnovers, but Corner Canyon has just gotten it done. And they lead under 5 to play here in the first half on a Wednesday night edition of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Coleman Knitting Mill's nonprofit division, Letterman's of Love, provides Letterman jackets for deserving student athletes throughout Utah. This year, they have partnered with the Tony Finau Foundation, whose mission is to empower and inspire youth and their families to achieve their best through education, wellness, and recreation. Scan the QR code on your screen to join the Letterman's of Love movement and support the Tony Finau Foundation. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by McGee's Trophies, Victor's Tires, Sugar House Furniture, and Coleman Knitting Mills.
Hey, these fans don't mind a little rain.
Oh, I think everybody minds a little rain, Fox.
No, they don't mind a little rain. They're not from Hawaii.
Well, in Hawaii, when it rains, it's warm rain.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it rains every day in Hawaii.
Pretty much.
It literally rains every day.
Well, at some point on one of the islands, it's going to rain a little bit somewhere.
Yeah. There you go. All right, well, Lehi finds themselves in a pretty deep hole here with some work to do. Now, again, if Corner Canyon is able to hold on and win this game, they would win a 9th straight region championship. Now, they would share this if Skyridge wins tonight. Right now, Skyridge is leading American Fork 14-7. But just think of that. 8 straight. It would be 9 straight region champions for Eric Kerr. What a job he's done over his time at Corner Canyon. 5 championships. Winningest coach all time in Utah by winning percentage. just done a great job there over the years. And you know, at the end of the day, he has great players.
He does.
That really helps a lot.
Well, he's been such a fantastic coach, and the players all love him. And he's a hard coach. I mean, that's not a secret that Eric Kerr will coach you hard. But if that's what you like and you want to get better, that's the kind of coach you want.
Devon Eka. And Eka. That's his best run of the night. That's how thin it's been for that young man. 19 yards on 7 carries going into that carry.
And it's just, you know, you think about how you come back from a 28-3 deficit, right? You're down by 25 at this point, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how we're going to do it. Well, you do it the same way you would do it if you were, you know, a tie game right now. You hand the ball off to Eka. You find ways to get the ball in the hands of Glasgow.
And on second down, Bingham is going to throw, and that pass is caught. And just as you diagrammed it, Alema, hand the ball off to Eka, then get the ball to Glasgow, and now it's a strong auto first down.
And they had some success throwing the ball to the tight end, too, earlier in the game. You come back to that. But right now, you've got to reset and get your minds back in this game. Nice job by Glasgow for yards after the catch. Saw Neal out there trying to throw a little screen.
First down, Eka trying to get outside, and he'll get a couple. Hey, just a reminder that later on in the game, we're going to have our school bus stop of the game. I love this. We'll be highlighting the stop of the game. Remember, the law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when that stop arm is out. And we'll have our school bus stop of the game coming up later on.
I had an experience today. I was coming down a two-way lane in a neighborhood, right, in a residential area, and the school bus was coming my way, and it stopped to let kids off. And guess what I did?
You stopped?
I stopped.
Good boy. See, you're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Bingham backs out of that pocket and finally just has to let it go right before he's sacked.
Oh, and he's down. Bingham's down. Slow getting up.
Well, yeah, Jaden Pierce has been a thorn in the side of Wyatt Bingham all night long. And he's holding that shoulder.
Yeah,
he came crashing hard, Frank, on that shoulder.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's when kind of maybe you jam your shoulder, jam a collarbone in that type of situation where you land on your shoulder. Player lands on top of you, nothing malicious. But that's a tough hit to take for Bingham and the Lehi football team.
Well, you watch Jaden Pierce, and he comes off that edge, and he's starting to track Wyatt Bingham, and you see where he falls flat, straight on that shoulder. And at this point in the season, you're hoping, okay, I mean, I hope that it's an injury he can come back from in tonight's game. And maybe as important moving forward, if he is injured, when will he be back? Because those are the concerns for these teams that are headed to playoffs with an opportunity to win a championship.
The good news, he's up and trying to move that arm around. It is his throwing arm.
Yeah, I think that is even bigger. The bigger concern is it's his throwing shoulder.
You see his numbers there. He's approaching 100 yards passing on the game.
Earlier tonight, you know, a game that we did a couple of weeks ago, Jace Kozlowski got injured in that game, and I saw him after, and the knee was iced up. There was, you know, some concern that it might be something serious, and surgery was on the horizon for him. I just got a chance to talk to him before the game. It ended up being a hyperextension with a bone bruise, and he may return on that defensive line for Corner Canyon sometime in the postseason.
So Briggs Jensen is the backup quarterback. Dumps that screen out to Devon Eka. You saw Lemma there. By the way, Lemma, stand up, show them what you're wearing. If you're looking for a custom Letterman jacket, Coleman Knitting Mills has you covered since 1947. Build your own at ColemanKnitting.com. Is that thing beautiful?
Yeah, and I've gotten so many compliments.
Yeah.
Here's another true story, because that's all I tell is true stories. on my way here, I'm thinking, you know what?
Do we need to take a timeout for this one, or are you okay?
No, I'll be able to get this one in.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a flag.
Thinking, I've got to go get a pair of gloves because it's going to be that cold here tonight. So I stop at what is it, Harbor Freight, right across the street over here. And I walk in there and I get some gloves and I'm going to the checkout. And she's like, man, I love that jacket.
Really?
That jacket is amazing.
Wow.
And I told her it's Coleman Knitting Mills. You can customize your own jacket.
Awesome.
You got to let me know when I'm going to be on TV because I got, like, Frank's got all of his stuff over here and it looks like I don't, take good care of my space over here. But it's really Frank.
Yeah, you remember when Alima said he doesn't lie? Well, there's that's lie number one. And I'm just going to give all the listeners to this fine program a hint. When we start talking about the scissor lift and the Sunbelt rentals, and then Alina starts making up a number that may not be
How
accurate.
could you, Frank?
Frank, do not rain on Alema's parade. Frank's just surly because he's out in the cold.
He is.
Don't
I got
let
a
him in
spot
there.
for you, Frank.
No, don't not let him in there.
I'm welcoming Frank in anytime.
All right, Bodie Hammond back to punt. And with just over 2 minutes to go, Corner Canyon's going to get this football back. And a fair catch called for. Diesel Dart secures it at the 15-yard line. I thought you were going to say you stopped at Mr. Mack and picked up those gloves because you could do that too.
Yeah, if I had more time and more preparation. So now what I know what I'm going to do before we end up in the stadium. I'm going to go get a new top coat at Mr. Mack because not only do they have suits, of course we have top coats as well. And Dave Nellis just stopped by to drop. He dropped off the whole bag of Pez for me downstairs. This is all for me. Dave's like, that's not all for you, but go to Mr. Mack, get suited up, get your gloves and beanies and top coats.
Big hit after Lucas Jackson hauls that in and still. Oh, that's Madsen still on the ground. He's getting up slowly. Murphy. Oh dear.
Yeah, he's. They just need to keep him on the ground. He just.
Oh yeah.
I think
shot.
The little birds might be circling his forehead right now.
Oh, my goodness. Murphy Madsen, of course, part of that Madsen family. His brother is the quarterback up at Boise State. What a great job he's done up there. Hey, let's take a look at our Eye in the Sky, brought to you by Sunbelt Rentals for all your equipment needs. The Eye in the Sky.
That's actually a different model. The A-Game 4960 underscore hashtag asterisk sign pound sign. Same thing as hashtag 49873696 period.
I don't see any of those numbers.
4. That's my favorite.
How you doing, Bobby? Staying warm?
That's also known as the SJ9243RT, but that's for people who are not in the know. If you know, you know.
Okay. That thing's so high you could bungee jump off of it. There's Murphy. It's good to see him walk off the field because the EMTs actually brought a stretcher out in case they needed it, but he's okay. He has got 4 solo tackles already in this game.
Well, the stretcher's actually following him around.
Yeah,
they're
the stretcher's standing by.
Like the Grim Reapers just right tailing you. All right, screen pass to the outside. First time we've seen this play tonight, and it's going to work.
It's not. There's 3 flags on the play.
Yeah,
now there's 4 flags on the play.
4.
Every official on the field has thrown a flag. If I had one, I'd throw a flag.
But I think one of them's a horse call.
There's a hold on the block downfield. There might be an
illegal
ineligible
downfield.
Receiver downfield.
But
there's
here's the thing.
Extracurricular out of
you add
bounds.
that horse collar now, and the penalties might offset.
Right. They're just going to redo it.
How do you offset 5 penalty flags? Like there's 3 and 2.
It's not aggregate.
Yeah.
How do you offset that?
It's just
one has
you
to
got
stand,
one, we
right?
got one.
Oh.
You pick one, and then it's offset.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get to choose. Like, I'm going to take 3 of the 5 penalties.
Okay, we'll take that one.
That's
and how much
combined
is this one worth?
42 yards in penalties.
Frank going to the beanie for this. That's beautiful.
Well,
speaking of Frank, how about this?
37 degrees out.
Let's take a look at our Sugar House Furniture halftime report. What's coming up? That guy's your host.
2 fouls, 1 live ball, 1 dead ball, holding, offense number 17. It's a 10-yard penalty. Dead ball, personal foul, late hit out of bounds. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, it's +5.
That results in a first down.
Oh, wow. So coming up at the half, we'll get an update from our 2 News Main Street studios. You're going to meet the American First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. Stats and highlights with a lemma. And the Frank Dolce Show. Frank the Beanie will be here with halftime. I got to tell you something interesting. Dave Nellis came up and he gave us Pez. We all ended up reaching in the bag and drawing out red, and he says that's an indication of what's going to happen Saturday night.
Stop it.
That's
There's
what Dave
no
said.
truth to that.
Hey,
that's a bunch of hogwash.
Do not diss our sponsor like that.
Oh, I'm not dissing Dave Nellis or American First Credit Union. They're all legit. But what you just said
that's
about
what he
this
said.
predicting by the Pez, well, I picked the blue one.
There is no blue.
one.
Nice try.
Hang on.
It's not Gatorade. Kasuga, little inside pass. That's caught. Isaiah Morris. And Morris under the 40. Glasker's got to bring him down.
Another flag on the play. I think this one's coming back, holding.
You know, we don't see a ton of Glasker on defense. He looks pretty good over there, 24 yards on the pickup.
There's a little tunnel screen they're setting up, blockers all over the place and setting up a nice lane for Isaiah Morris. But
illegal block in the back. Offense number 71. That 10-yard penalty will be assessed from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Yeah, I think the only good news is the foul was probably committed downfield quite a bit, so I don't know how much.
Well, they take it from the spot of the foul, so this is going to come.
Yeah, it's coming way back.
I was thinking that the block in the back might have happened down past the line of scrimmage somewhere.
So 71, the offensive tackle kicked out to help on the wide receiver block.
Oh, gotcha.
And knocked him down in the back.
That's Will Chandler who committed the foul. So Scott Maxfield checking to see if they're going to run the clock. And here we go. So a minute and a half to play here, first half. Corner Canyon already with a pretty hefty lead.
That's a lot to deal with if you're the chain gang. I'm curious what Frank thinks about our chain gang tonight.
It's actually, according to where the chain gang is, it's a 1st and 20. Going deep, they're going to get it all back on a pass to Meza. My goodness.
Meza did a great job adjusting to the ball in the air and having to kind of contort his body and twist around.
36 yards on the pickup. Utah State University, the state's #1 student experience on campus. Utah State University. Approaching a minute play. Screen play is set up. Briggs has it, and that one's well read. He'll actually lose about a yard.
Man, I'd like to know the number of tackles for Vince Evans because he has been active. He does a great job reading this screen. And you take a look at Kasuga. Just didn't quite have enough air under the ball, but a great job by Meza to make sure that he was able to haul that one in.
So timeout taken by Eric Kerr with a minute to play here in the first half. I was talking a little bit about some of Kerr's numbers. And I'm reading through these trying to figure out myself, what is the most impressive thing he's done as a coach? Being the winningest all-time coach, winning what may be 9 straight region champions, winning 5 state titles. I mean, there's so many accolades you could give to this guy.
Didn't he have the 2nd longest winning streak?
Yes, that's right.
That
was amazing. Yeah,
winning streaks are like going undefeated is one of the hardest things you can do in sports. But if you stack seasons like that, which he did, that to me is one of the most impressive accomplishments. And that on top of the number of players that he's put in the NFL. 2 quarterbacks in the NFL as we speak.
48 games was that win streak.
Right.
And the interesting thing was it was ended by Lone Peak, and then a few weeks later, Lone Peak beat him in the state championship game.
Part of the snap, false start offense, number 7. A 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Well, the only thing that's really slowed down this Corner Canyon offense tonight are the penalties.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to say it,
Well, the way I said
see,
it.
He's not saying, man, there haven't been any penalties. Yes. He's acknowledging the penalty. That's not a jinx.
Yeah. You got it.
Well, each team has 5. And here goes Kasuga. He's going to fire downfield. And again, last second. That was a touchdown to Meza. If the Lehi secondary hadn't teamed up, put an end to that.
Well, that was
both Reed, Nielsen.
Great job by Reed Nielsen.
Gavin Smith was back there too.
Smith was coming over with some safety help, but great job extension. That was Smith that got up there and knocked that ball away.
Yeah, that was headed for another touchdown. So now 3rd and 16. But that really hasn't been a huge problem for this Corner Canyon team. 3rd down, they're 4 for 5 tonight on thirds. And Kasuga's pass is picked off. First mistake of the game. And who else but Vince Evans?
Well, that was crazy because Vince Evans was right in front of Kasuga. I don't know how he didn't see him in the throwing lane.
Well, you're right in the pattern. He's trying to get it to Diesel Dart.
Well, you know, Frank, as you know, there's times when you can get tunnel vision as a quarterback, and pressure can kind of create that. So the pressure that time from the rush from Lehi makes it necessary for Kasuga to roll out. Now he's looking downfield and trying to locate his receiver. He sees him, but he's looking right past Vince Evans to get to his receiver, and Evans was there to step in front.
And Vince Evans with 7 tackles tonight, 3 for loss, plus the interception. Filling up the stat sheet. I know that because I have my sources with me down here on the sideline.
He comes down there to help you out. So Briggs Jensen is at quarterback. Wyatt Bingham left the game earlier with an injury. So the junior, what a big moment for this young man. Fires downfield, and it's caught immediately by News. Hit quickly. But how about threading the needle there, Mason Hamilton on cover?
If you are Lehi, this is how you get back in it, is you go into the locker room with some momentum here.
Quickly stopping the clock. What a pass by Briggs Jensen. He's thrown 11 passes this year, completed 9 of them. That was his 12th passing attempt. Look at this. Ran him into coverage, but you know what? Brighton knew 6'6", 230 wins that battle.
Yeah, that's a big target.
Bingham being a senior, you may very well be looking at next year's quarterback situation. Pass dumped off short. Glasser's got it. Out of bounds.
Nice job by Glasser preserving clock. Gets what he can and steps out of bounds.
27-yard line. To be 3rd and 5 to Pioneers.
26 seconds to play, first half. Before that interception, Kasuga was 9 of 13 for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Meza, by the way, ever since Alema first said, "Hey, where are you, Kai?" he listened. He's had 95 yards on 4 receptions. And Jensen going to the end zone and overshoots Cam Wren.
That time the ball came off of Jensen's fingertips just a little awkwardly.
Didn't look quite the same as the first pass he completed on this drive. Just fluttered off his fingertips a little bit. So now it's 4th down, and
you got to get points here. So I understand. Let's go ahead and kick this field goal.
Wow. Okay.
Look, I know.
I'm a little surprised at this myself.
I think so too. They're going to call timeout here.
Lehi.
Frank, if you're Lehi, do you go for a fake here?
There's no way you would ever.
There we go.
There are things that happen in your life that you will never live down.
Yeah, that's one.
That's one.
That's an Alema moment.
That was one.
Hey, Alema, do you think there's any chance of a fake punt here?
Absolutely 0% chance.
And Dave's like, hey, look, it's a fake punt.
But you know what I love about this whole thing is it finally takes the luster off the 10-year-old not deserved take a knee routine.
Oh, that's not
because
dead.
I mentioned it once.
That's not dead.
I mentioned it once when there was 10 seconds left.
Those embers are still burning.
Yes.
No, they're not.
It just needs a little oxygen. We'll provide that. Don't you worry.
No, don't worry. I'm surprised Dave isn't calling down from upstairs right now to knee it going into half.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I set you up for that one. Stumbled right into that one head first. Well, we'll see if they change their mind in the timeout, and based on the personnel that's coming out, it looks like they have. Devon Eck is out there. You figure this play's got to be involved somehow. It's got to be 6 or 24.
Yep.
Eck or Legend.
Either, and all you need a first down, and you get 5 yards, and you can move the chains and keep the drive alive. Obviously, you still got to manage clock. You got one timeout left.
Confusion on the offensive side
a lot of
here. And don't take a timeout. You can't take double timeouts.
Well, the play clock just about expired. Oh, Corner Canyon took it.
Corner Canyon took a timeout. They wanted to see the personnel.
Well, the personnel was a mess.
It
so I don't think they learned anything.
Yeah, they could have let the personnel continue to flounder out there and end up getting a delay penalty.
Well, that's a big break for Lehi if they still choose to go for it. Because you're right, Frank. They were discombobulated, to say the least.
Yeah, well, there's a few weapons on the Lehi side. You mentioned 2, but I think New is a guy that creates.
Yep.
If I'm going for the touchdown, I'm going for Legend. If I'm going for the first down, I find Brighton U.
He's got 2 receptions for 48 yards already in this game.
So interesting to see what they're going to do on this play, but they have all the talent on the field offensively. Eka in the backfield, New to the short side, and Glasker to the wide side of the field all by himself.
All right, here we go. 4th and 5. Plenty of time on the play clock. Everybody's in. Oh, they're going to try to get him to jump first. That's pretty tough to get Corner Canyon to do that. Yeah, so that was the plan all along. Now they'll run the field goal team out.
And maybe that's why Coach Kerr called timeout, just to reinforce, hey,
don't jump.
Don't jump.
And I like those kinds of calls from coaches. You get to an end of a game, and the coach calls a timeout, brings everybody in, and if they're on offense, he's telling them, hey, take care of the football. It's just a reminder, take care of the football, 2 hands on the ball as you're going through. Just take care of the football. But you take the if you're Coach Kerr, you're like, hey, watch the ball. Don't give them a free first down. Those simple coaching moments, I think, are important, and that they matter.
So instead, they'll go with the 44-yard field goal attempt from Bodie Hammond. His long on the season is 56, and he's a pretty good kicker. He's hit 8 of 10. And that came off rough. I'm not sure that was blocked. I think it just came off.
No, that's just, yep. I come back to what we talked about Coach Hatfield, with Coach Hatfield before the game. It's execution. And Lehi has struggled tonight on the execution front.
16 seconds remaining. That's key plays to get into field goal range for Corner Canyon on a normal night. And there's the screen, the first one, and running out of bounds safely.
The clock is still running. I don't know why. That's about 5 seconds ran off the clock.
Stop now at 9.2. We'll see if any corrections made.
That might be one of the first receptions by Isaiah Morris that didn't have a flag. He's had a couple of really nice plays, and both of them had penalties.
Clock to 13 seconds.
Oh, you were right,
13
Frank. 13
seconds on the game clock, please. Thank you.
Well, Frank's getting ready for the Sugar House Furniture halftime report, where we'll meet our scholar athlete tonight. Make sure to pull a blue Pez out for a lemma. Oh wait, they don't have that.
Oh, they have blueberry Pez.
Hold on.
I've never seen it.
I'm still
purple
rummaging through this bag of
purple.
Pez.
Yeah,
there's got to be a blue one. See, that's the thing.
All night long.
If there are no blue ones, then of course you're going to pick red, and then you can't say that that's an indication.
It could have been yellow. That could have been green.
Right.
That had anything to do with the game coming up on Saturday.
Oh man. Second and short. And Kasuga, they want more yardage. Briggs downfield and out of bounds.
He gets out
7 seconds. Boy, one good 15, 20-yard pickup and out of bounds, you might be in field goal range.
Yeah, you got to throw this ball to the sideline if you're going to be able to preserve enough clock to get your team out there on the field.
Kasuga again. There it is. Out of bounds. Oh, was he catching out of bounds?
He did. He caught that ball, got one hand inbounds.
Wow.
But that's exactly the spot you need to throw it to be able to keep some time on the clock. Kasuga does a great job. 1 foot in. That toe comes down first. Great job by Meza.
So one shot at the end zone, out of field goal range.
Yeah, you're 55-yard field goal here.
And the wind in your face from this direction.
But if there is such a thing, a more manageable Hail Mary.
Dave, do you think this is a good opportunity just to take a knee and head into
just play it safe. Oh, here we go. Deep ball, end zone. Got an open man there, but threw it a little too far.
Flag down in the backfield. There could be another play.
Oh, no.
That might be.
No. Yeah, I was going to say, but now Corner Canyon's walking off the field as if they know there's not another play.
Well, the Mac Shack is right here by the exit to the stadium to go to locker rooms, and there's a good group of the Lehi team that had already made their exit.
Good ball. Personal foul. Number 11. That penalty will be assessed on a kickoff.
So dead ball foul. It'll be assessed on the kickoff for the second half. Personal foul, dead ball.
Yeah, there you go. But they're going to let him leave. Well, what a little bit of a frustrating first half for the home team. But Corner Canyon, it's one of those things, too, where ever since that loss to Lone Peak, Corner Canyon's just been on a tear. They handled Skyridge 49-14. Had a little bit of a battle with American Fork, but won that game as well. And here's an interesting note. Eric Kerr has never lost 2 region games in one season, ever.
Wow.
Looks to be on his way to that now. We will see what happens, though. We've got a lot of football to play. And if I take that one step further, Alema, you'll love this. He only has 2 region losses total ever, and both are to Lone Peak. One this year and one that broke that win streak.
That's wild.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's a pedigree of success.
Yep. I mean, with all those other statistics we were talking about that are just so impressive, it's hard to rank them all, but you did point out that win streak was phenomenal. Let's go down to Frank. He is with Andy Hatfield.
All right, Dave, thank you. Thanks, Coach, for coming over. Listen, maybe not the execution you wanted on the offensive side of the ball. Couldn't find your way into the end zone that first half. What do you need to do to clean up in the second half?
Well, we got to play smarter football all the way around. We got to find the open guys and block, and it's just tough. It's mental toughness, and we don't have it right now.
Well, and this is a pretty good Corner Canyon offensive unit, getting the job done on the ground and through the air. What would you like to see out of your defensive unit coming out of halftime?
Well, it's that same toughness. They got to bring it. We finally started bringing it towards the end, but you got to match their intensity. They came out ready to play, and we weren't.
All right, Coach, good luck in the second half. Appreciate that.
All right, we still got a half of football to go. 28-3 is our score. And we're headed to halftime here on this Wednesday night edition of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter.
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
McGee's Stamp and Trophy is Utah's #1 awards and engraving company. McGee's will help you brand your business and recognize the people who make it a success. McGee's has a passion for excellence that will make your accolades more meaningful. From custom-cut acrylics and crystal awards to framing, engraving, and sports memorabilia. If you can dream it, we can achieve it. Let McGee's take care of all of your awards and recognition needs. McGee's Stamp and Trophy in Orem, American Fork, and Salt Lake City.
The challenges of college are easier to overcome when you're embraced by community. Surrounded by beauty. Inspired by quality. And empowered by opportunity. It's all here at Weber State. Find your brilliance.
This is a 2 News halftime update.
Hey, thanks for joining us for this 2 News update. We'll get you back to the game in just a bit. Here are some of the headlines we're working on today on KUTV. A man now behind bars in Emory County after posting threats about this Saturday's football game between BYU and the University of Utah. Christopher Justice accused of threatening to kill Ute fans who attend the game in Provo. A concerned Utahan screenshotted the posts and sent them to Provo Police Department. Investigators identified the suspect and took him into custody. The No Kings March in Salt Lake City has now been called off for this weekend. In place of the march, the demonstration will only be at the state capitol. Following the death of Afa Alu at the last No Kings protest in Salt Lake City, the organizers asking everybody to leave their guns at home. This morning, KUTV lost one of our own, Paul Nelson, a hard worker, a great reporter, an ultimate family man. He passed away surrounded by family in his sleep following nearly a 2-year battle against cancer. He leaves behind his wife, Erica, 3 kids, and many, many good friends.
Very, very sad day. Thank you, Mark. All right, let's get to your forecast here as we continue to track rain that'll be moving in. The main part of the storm is still set to arrive here later on this evening. By 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, we should start to see some scattered heavy storms pushing in across portions of northern Utah, and that could bring some gusty winds, maybe even some pea-sized hail. We saw that here earlier across much of the region. You can see it's more so confined to the central and northern part of the state as some of those storms move in. Isolated showers as we get into the day tomorrow. So again, the heaviest part of the storm will be for later on this evening. And again, this could bring us about 3 to 6 inches of snow for some of the higher terrain here, a coating to an inch for southwestern Wyoming and to those areas across the Wasatch Some of those high elevation mountain valleys will see a couple inches or up to 1 inch to 2 inches of snow with those cottonwoods. The Uinta seeing 3 to 7 inches. You can see in terms of rainfall amounts, we've been seeing historic rain this month. Well, the storm's not done. We can maybe see another inch to over 1 inch of rain on top of that. As we head into the overnight, the heaviest rain again will be from about 10 to 6 a.m. in the morning. 40s for lows, isolated showers, but kind of a gloomy, cold day tomorrow. It's even colder. We're only into the lower 50s for highs. Meanwhile, the southern half of the state here will be dealing with plenty of sunshine. So for the big game on Saturday, a lot of events going on. And of course, with the big game, we've got temperatures here into the 60s and 50s. It's going to be beautiful for that. In St. George, you got temperatures here into the 70s as well. Across the Wasatch Front, we're warming things up into the weekend and really nice weather as well.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Civil engineers at Utah State University's Water Research Lab create and study structures to manage our most precious commodity, water. When the spillway of the United States' tallest dam was compromised, USU created a scale model and used computational fluid dynamics to help it recover from a near disaster.
I'm an Aggie, and I protect the nation's water supply.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
Bathfitter makes it easy to remodel your bath or shower.
I'm Jeff Boomin.
And I'm Rick Boomin with Bathfitter.
We offer a beautiful selection of tubs and showers, or convert your tub to a shower.
With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower guaranteed for life.
Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we make our showers right here in America.
From Logan to St. George, we serve all of Utah. Call now for a free estimate and receive up to $1,000 off or financing as low as $100 a month.
It's better with Bathfitter.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
Before preventing migraine with Qulipta, it was hard keeping plans.
And look at me now.
You'll never truly forget migraine, but Qulipta reduces attacks, making more zero migraine days possible.
Don't take if allergic. Stop taking and get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, lip, or tongue swelling, itching, or rash. Tell your doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Qulipta, the forget you get migraine medicine.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
This is the Sugar House Furniture Halftime Report.
Welcome back to the America First Credit Union Halftime Report. This is the best segment of our show. This is the America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete. I have Dave Nellis here with me, Director of PR at America First Credit Union. And this lovely young lady to my left, well, she's our Scholar Athlete. This is Alyssa Shaw. She is a varsity cheer captain. She's cheered for like 8 years. She's been on the varsity team for 4. Guess what? She's also been nominated as an All-American cheerleader 24 and 25. How about that? Not just getting it done in the cheerleading squad, 4.0 student athlete. She runs track and cross country. And listen, she has a lot of other talents and abilities. In fact, I'm going to let her tell us about that. What do you like to do when you're not cheering, when you're not running cross country, and when you're not volunteering and coaching your little sisters over here?
Honestly, that is a lot that I do most of the time. But I love to do nails, actually. I also do nails as my other side job, sort of. Yes.
A little side hustle.
A little side hustle.
So do you think you might want to turn that into a career? Is that something you just do for fun?
I do it for fun, but I could also turn it into a career by getting my nail license. So we're trying to figure it out right now. I don't really know.
I'm not sure when you're going to have the time to get your nail license, but I hear that you also have this artistic side. Tell us about that creativity.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I do nails. Yeah, I love to. I took an art class, art honors, and yeah. Oh, I choreograph dances for our Willow Creek Dance Company.
And I know piano is big in your family. I think all of your sisters playing piano as well. So that's
not volunteer.
That's very nice. And I know that peers of Alyssa talked about her leadership and her compassion and her friendship, and that's something we would very much like to mention. And I know that's important to America First Credit Union as well.
It really is. You know, Alyssa embodies what this program is about good grades, good sportsmanship, just athletic ability, and just giving back to her community. She lights up a room when she comes in, and she's just a wonderful person. What I love about her is she not only competes in her sports, but by cheer, she cheers on everybody else. So she is busy all year long just supporting everybody else. So, Alyssa, America First is proud of you, and congratulations on being our Scholar Athlete of the Week. So way to go.
Yes, congratulations. Well-deserved. And listen, you're going to have to cheer extra hard in the second half because we're here at Lehi. Lehi's down a little bit to Corner Canyon, but we're looking for a strong second half. That's your America First Credit Union Scholar Athlete and Halftime Report. We're at Lehi High School. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
With Tim from RGS Exteriors, the longest standing exteriors company. That's 5 generations, Tim, and you're proud of that.
We are. Look, my great-grandpa started this way back in the day, and now my kids are the 5th.
And 21 Best of State Awards and the Guild Award as well.
It's an independent company that surveys customers, and anything above a 90, you're awarded the Guildmaster.
You guys provide a warranty.
We cover everything on paper for 10 years, but if you call us in year 11, we're going to take care of you.
Tim, how do people get in touch with you?
Just give us a call or check us out on our website at rgsexteriors.com.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
3 years ago, you bought your dream car. Today, it's your worst nightmare.
So get to Strong Volkswagen. They want any trade, no matter how much you owe. Plus, if you or anyone in your home owns a Honda, you could get an extra $2,000 bonus. $2,000 toward a new Tiguan. Plus, new Jetta, just $199 a month. $199. Any trade accepted, paid for or not. Now at Strong Volkswagen. StrongVW.com.
Enjoy your new Serta.
Thanks.
A Serta? Does this mean you won't count us anymore?
One, come up here.
Feel that zoned comfort and support.
Never.
I'd like to try. Yeah, me too.
Hey guys, this is unprofessional.
Experience zoned comfort designed to support your back and body.
I forgot to get
Happy now, mattress man?
Serta, we make the world's best mattress.
Welcome back to Lehi High School. Lehi celebrating senior night here tonight, but it's Corner Canyon on top 28-3. Let's take a look at our first half highlights there, brought to you by America First Credit Union, where members come first. Corner Canyon getting it done on the ground early on. Briggs, Cooper, Caruth, all getting to work. This time it's Kingston Cooper, and he's in for the touchdown run. Wyatt Bingham down to New, and could Lehi answer? The answer was no. They did get a field goal, but more ground game this time. Kasuga handing it off to Jackson Caruth. And then the passing game kicking in. Kasuga to Kai Meza for the touchdown over the middle. Little play action, hits the Meza on the slant. And 28 points on the board for this high-powered Corner Canyon offense. Taking a look at the first half statistics. And sometimes the numbers will tell the stories, sometimes they don't. Tonight, they do. 335 yards total offense, 209 of those in the air. Maybe more importantly, the ground game, 126
yards rushing for Corner Canyon, only 28 yards on the ground for the Lehi Pioneers. You expect that to change and see more of Devon Eka for the Pioneers in the second half. The first down's 15-5 and just one turnover so far in this game. Second half is coming up. The players have taken the field, getting ready for third quarter action. Stick around. Friday Night Rivals continues on this Wednesday night, brought to you by America First Credit Union.
This halftime report was brought to you by Sugar House Furniture.
Your whole life, you woke up before the sun, you worked hard, so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great, until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter! Yeah!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willey.
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Are your tires ready for winter weather? At Victor's, you'll find everything you need to be ready for winter travel. From tires to tune-ups, antifreeze to oil changes, Victor's has you covered. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust. You know you can trust Victor's tires. And right now, when you buy 3 tires, Victor will give you the 4th one free. With thousands of tires in stock, you'll find the right tires and wheels for your car or truck. Come in today and get your 4th tire free when you buy 3. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
To everyone who believes in magic, let us show you how we do it at Culver's. No, not that kind of magic.
The kind that turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger.
We're talking about Midwest magic.
Magic. It transforms Wisconsin cheese into golden cheese curds.
And farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had.
Ta-da! It's that special something that turns every bite into a smile.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah.
Hey, this is Dan, the laptop man from PC Laptops. A lot of people think you need to spend a fortune to get a powerful computer, but you don't. At PC Laptops, we have laptops and desktops for $9.99 right now available. $9.99. These computers come with a super fast processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and over a terabyte of storage. Plus, we'll transfer all your data just for a limited time at absolutely no charge for free. Because at PC Laptops, we love you.
Welcome back. A little chilly night. The rain has stopped, though. That's good news.
It can't possibly be chilly up in the booth.
Oh, no, it's beautiful up here. Hey, Miley, turn the heat down just a little bit. I'm getting a little toasty. Hey, R.C. Willey would like to recognize a stand-up member of the Lehi community here to receive the R.C. Willey Extra Mile Award. There he is. It was Ryan Goldsberry. He works with the Student Council and athletics and puts in many hours at the school and bleeds purple for the Pioneers. And to be your best starts with getting a good night's rest. So R.C. Willey's given Ryan that Bedgear Storm Performance pillow so he can sleep great and wake up energized. Thank you, Ryan Goldsberry, for going the extra mile. R.C. Willey, your home, your way. Time for University of Utah's high school game day.
Welcome to Lehi Pioneers. It's game day!
It's game day here at Lehi. We're looking forward to celebrating an amazing night with our seniors and getting that dub against Corner Canyon.
We just came off a great win against Lone Peak. Let's carry that momentum to tonight. Tonight our team is Blackout. Check us out in that student section and let's get loud, Lehi.
I'd like to thank our Lehi community. You guys are always showing up, showing out. You guys are second to none. Thank you so much for the support.
We want to congratulate our fall sports here at Lehi.
Shout out to girls soccer and girls tennis for an awesome season, and shout out to girls volleyball who are on their way to state.
We want to give a huge shout out to our mountain biking team, our boys golf, our cross country, and our football who's on the way to the playoffs.
And we can't forget our amazing faculty and all the help they give us. We love you guys.
Yeah! And I'd like to thank University of Utah for being here on game day. Go Utes!
been killing it all season. We can't wait to watch you for playoffs.
We've been working really hard this season, and we're excited to show you what we've got at halftime.
Shout out band for always cheering with us and getting loud with us on game day. We love you.
Competition season's right around the corner. We've been working really hard this season, and we'd like to see you guys there to support us.
Shout out to our cheer coach, Jenna, for winning 6A Cheer Coach of the Year.
We love you!
Did we hear a shout out to the University of Utah in there too?
Of course, because University of Utah game day.
Yeah, that's very cool.
We're all on board for
I
that.
learned something about as a cheerleader at Woods Cross. I didn't know this. I was like, how do they hold on to those? Did you know that there's like a little handle?
You're just finding out that there's a handle in the pom-poms?
There's a handle inside the pom-pom.
You think they just sort of
I thought they just kind of held on to it.
What, you thought they had stick them?
Yeah, she had hers the other day. She's like, I'm like, let me see that thing, Kendall. And she said, here, you just hold it right in here. I'm like, well, that's easy. So there you go. You learn something new every day. Oh, good return. Great return up past the 40-yard line. Ball came out at the very end, but its play is down. So terrific return there by Josh Harris. Let's take a look at our players to watch for the Corner Canyon offense, and there were some pretty decent numbers.
Yeah, Kasuga with 209 yards in the air, a couple of touchdowns, just one pick late in that second quarter. Mayberry with 2 receptions, 62 yards. Kai Meza, how about 107 yards? Midway through the second quarter, I was like, where's Kai Meza? And now all of a sudden he just shows up and gets 100 yards in basically a quarter.
He probably heard you right outside the max shack. All right, back to what they did at the beginning of this game. And Weston Briggs, good carry on first down. Let's take a look at our defensive players to watch for the Pioneers defense.
Well, I think if you're looking at the defense, Vince Evans has been an absolute monster in that linebacking core. 8 tackles, 1 pass breakup. Taki, a couple of tackles, and Briggs Love with 2 tackles in the first half.
Kasuga and Helaman firing downfield, and Isaiah Morris gets past everyone. Too easy. It's another touchdown for the Chargers.
Well, how about that? You come out of the locker room to start the second half. Easy to be a little lackadaisical. It's 28-3 going into the intermission. And you come out, a couple of plays, running the ball and throw the ball down deep, and you connect for a touchdown. That's the way you start a second half if you're Corner Canyon.
My goodness, you talk about chunk plays. There have been a bunch of those tonight for this Corner Canyon team. Meza's got a couple.
Almost feels like they're sending a message, speaking of corner.
Yeah, I kind of feel that same way. They've probably been on a send a message quest since that loss to Lone Peak. And now and again, coaches you'll hear them say after, especially a good team, oh, that loss really helped us. That loss was good for us. It may be good for them because they have just been rolling since against some good teams. They'll get a week off because obviously as the #1 seed, they're actually the only, it's a little different this year, the only one team in 6A gets a bye on opening week, and it is Corner Canyon. And then they'll just get right back into it. Every other team has to play a first-round game.
Well, if that means that Lone Peak is going to play on the first week of postseason, that's good news for them because they're off tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
And you can't afford to have too many weeks off. You got to be able to get out there and play. Good look at Eric Kerr. We talked about his accomplishments as a head coach in the high school ranks here in the state of Utah. Phenomenal.
Little squibber is going to find its way all the way to Fabrizio. And he'll get just past the 20-yard line. Let's take a look at the players to watch for the Lehi offense. And it was a little slim pickings. You pointed out Devon Eka. Who would have thought this?
And I doubt that we'll see Wyatt Bingham back in the game. Legend Glasgow, 67 yards. But Devon Eka, 9 carries, 32 yards. He's averaging right about 3 yards a carry in this game. He averages 8.3 yards per carry on the season, and is knocking on the door of a 1,000-yard season, and you hope to see him get that here in the second half.
not much on the first carry of the second half.
If you're keeping stats at home, 983 yards. So I misspoke. He has gone over 1,000 yards on the year.
Let's take a look at the defensive players to watch for Corner Canyon.
Well, for Corner Canyon, Jaden Pierce has been an absolute beast. -8 with 2 tackles for loss. Mason Wood, the other linebacker, great game so far. 1 tackle for loss, -1 yards. And Diesel Dart, who was questionable coming into this game, has got a couple of tackles, and he's the punt return man as well. But you can't keep him out of a game.
Eka fakes the reverse, and he's got first down yardage. That's a Master Auto Tech first down.
The thing about Devon Eka, and I always use this formula for running backs. If you give your best running back, and he's good, and Eka is good, in fact great, then he's going to give you, if you give him 20 touches, he'll get you 100 yards and at least 1 touchdown. That's kind of the minimum that you'll get, but you got to get him 20 touches. So they're on pace to get there with 9 carries in the first half, but you got to keep feeding him, and it's hard to do that when you're down 35-3.
Yeah. Well, he's already increased his average a little bit, 4.2 on 11 carries, and trying that sweep just so tough to get around these guys. Their defense is so good.
Well, did a great job flowing to the ball. Rodriguez there to upend the ball carrier. That was Cameron.
Yeah.
And it's so hard, you know, you come out to start the second half and you feel like you have new life. Okay, we reset. And then Corner Canyon comes out and puts 7 more on the board.
Second down, going deep, trying to hit Wren. And at the last second, that is knocked away. Great defensive play there.
That was Josh
Harris.
Yeah, Josh Harris, who had 3 interceptions this season. He comes in. Look at, yeah,
you got it.
Great close.
Absolutely. I was going to say the same thing. He timed that up perfectly, tracked the ball the whole way from the hand of the quarterback, and just at the right time was able to knock it away.
Second pass breakup for Harris in this game. And you heard Alema mention he has 3 interceptions coming into the game as well. Third and 10. Junior Briggs Jensen at quarterback. And his pass trying to hit Glasker, overshoots him. There's a lot of Briggs in this game tonight. You got Weston Briggs. You got Briggs Jensen. You got Briggs Love. Yeah. Must have been a thing a couple decades ago.
That's an extraordinary number of Briggs in one football.
It really is. You know, everywhere we go, you just don't see a lot of Franks or Lemmas, and even not that many Daves.
No. Well,
It's
Frank and
time to
Elizabeth
change.
We got 2 Daves on this broadcast. Dave Fox and Dave Nellis.
I'm talking about on the football field. But yes, we do. Ooh, this takes a fortuitous bounce for Lehi all the way down inside the 20-yard line, but Pioneers just cannot get anything going. Been a rough one. Still some ball to play, though, here on this beautiful Wednesday night edition of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh?
Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
was born by the river. Okay. In a little tent. Whoa, I've been loving till the day of my dawn.
I'm telling you that.
Hey.
Benjamin might be the most talented guy on the field.
Mata Ali Benjamin, 6'8", 315, and the kid can sing.
Yeah.
Like, look out, either The Voice or American Idol.
Lehi on the bench. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's first down.
Oh, boy. But how about his teammates being willing to catch him?
Oh, yeah.
I think I'd be running away from that.
That's 315 pounds right there.
How many players did it take to catch him?
Several.
How many players does it take to catch a Benjamin?
As Dilemma said, headed to Minnesota. Interesting, because on the other side of the ball, Kai Meza is headed to Minnesota.
Yes.
So Meza and Benjamin will be teammates next year. And a very costly penalty. Frank alluded to what was going on prior to the commercial break, and now the payback.
Yeah, one of the coaches was having a word with the officials, and the official
a little more than a
didn't
word.
really like it.
I'm not going to lie. I think the coach is still having the word with the official.
Oh, how about this? Woo! First carry of this drive, and Weston Briggs flies down the field.
Well, Corner Canyon has done a fantastic job. Offensive line opening up holes for Caruth, Briggs, and Cooper. This time it was Weston Briggs on the carry, but look how big that hole is into the second level.
And again, he just pulled his foot right out of one of the tacklers there and just kept right on going.
Yeah, that time there was contact in the backfield, but give credit because Weston Briggs just powered right through that out of the tackle of Meredith and picks up 8 yards on first down. See, Meredith was trying to bring him down, and he just stepped out of that tackle. It took a couple of black shirts to bring him down.
Briggs again. And Weston Briggs stiff arms his way all the way down inside the University of Utah red zone. Another huge run for Briggs.
He'll tap himself out, I think, and go to the sideline, take a break. Great instincts by Briggs. Watch him just feel his way through this. He'll cut back again here and then now goes to the sideline. But that's just instinctive running by Weston Briggs.
Is this coming back?
They are walking back that way.
I was about to say he just went over 100 yards in this game, but no. By the way, while we sort this out, it's been mentioned to me that
7.
There it is.
It's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still second down.
Kai Meza just a couple weeks ago decommitted from Minnesota. And he has official visits planned to Colorado, K-State, and Cal.
Colorado, K-State, and Cal. So if I'm managing this NIL deal,
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking not Cal.
Well, don't you want to play for Prime?
That's Colorado.
That's Colorado.
I said Colorado.
Yeah. Well, I just said not Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Colorado
or K-State.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Manhattan,
yeah, how much time you would have with their quarterback at K-State, who's a good one, but he'll probably be gone.
They're just going to go right back to Briggs, who punishes his way ahead.
Briggs has had an impressive night on the ground. Just the ground game in general for Corner Canyon has been spectacular. This is just good blocking up front and the hard running by Briggs. He jumps through that seam, and it's going to take 3 Pioneers to bring him to the ground.
It's just the fundamentals. You stick to the fundamentals. I mean, we talked about Coach Care.
Yeah.
And the key to his success. I think that might be it. I mean, they just do the right things.
Oh, there you go,
Taki.
Taki.
He says, nobody's talking about me. Well, we're talking about you now.
Oh.
Great job coming off the edge by Taki. And he's right there as Briggs gets the handoff.
You know, the best thing about this chain gang is that we haven't had to mention the chain gang all night.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what that means? That's right. Those guys are doing a fantastic job.
Second down. And Kasuga's pass again caught by Briggs.
That'd be a gain of maybe 4, but nice job coming up and making the tackle was Brody Downs. So you get a matchup with your running back on a linebacker. You always like that matchup, but great job by Brody Downs to come up and make the stop.
You know, you look at the size of Briggs with the 3 defenders around him. As Downs, by the way, now has 10 tackles, and that tackle looked pretty ferocious, right? Briggs just hopped right up, patted him on the head. I don't know if he even felt it. Kasuga, looks like they're setting up a screen, and he had to just finally dump it off.
That's actually a smart move by Kasuga. Yeah. That wasn't a bad pass. That was intentionally put into the ground because he was reading the defense, and he knew if that ball was completed to Isaiah Morris, there's a good chance that that's all it would be.
It looks like the offense is staying on the field here. I don't know. Do you consider this no man's land?
Yes.
Dilemma? Yeah, I mean, it's in that.
I think
spot.
from the 40-yard in is no man's land. So if you're at the 41, I think that counts.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 4th and 8. Neither team has attempted to go for it on 4th down in this game. And that pass is caught. And Meza, look at him, just lower the boom.
Oh,
Did
fortunate.
That ball come out?
That ball did come out, but he had stepped out of bounds, so that was a dead ball. But Meza has come up with some huge plays. He went over 100 yards in the first half of this game. His first reception here in the second half, and Meza makes the most of it. He stepped out of bounds. Fortunate for him because the ball did come out. Could have been recovered by Lehi. But you see his foot goes out of bounds right about there. There it is.
And here we go. Why not? Briggs is having fun in this second half.
Frank,
he's over 100 yards.
These are gaping holes. And Manasseh Brown, who plays primarily on the defensive line, comes in as a tight end, but he's a huge player. I mean, this guy's got great size. He's 6'8", 230 pounds. So as a tight end, he's more like having an extra tackle on the offensive line. He does the kick-out block. They run between the tackle and the tight end, and it was wide open.
Yeah, if he could catch the ball, I mean, he might be the world's perfect tight end. But like you said,
high snap, and it ended up in Briggs' hands.
Well, that was just a nice job by Kasuga.
To keep it alive, yeah. Didn't get him any yards.
You're exactly right, Lemon. Gaping holes at the line of scrimmage most of the time. Now, that was a good, nice defensive play by Lehi on that set, but you have running backs running through the line of scrimmage into the second level without breaking stride.
Yeah, they're getting through untouched. Briggs is going to go to the sideline. Go empty backfield this time for Helaman Kasuga.
On 2nd and 9. And Helaman, plenty of time. Well, that ball might have got tipped.
That ball did get tipped. Taki was able to get a hand up and knock that ball.
So now 3rd and 9.
Watch Taki on the edge here. He's going to get his hand up at the last second and able to get a hand on the ball.
Taki, an original BYU commit, decommitted, and now he's very much available and open. I know Colorado's looking at him. I guess Prime likes to just come into Utah and grab a few kids, apparently. Coach Prime.
Yeah, it's no secret that you got talent in Utah.
Yep. Kasuga to the end zone. It's another touchdown. Give this one to Mayberry.
Well, great job. Clean pocket this time. Obvious passing down, so an easy rush by Lehi, just 4 men. And that means that you got a great opportunity for Mayberry to get some room in the end zone. Kasuga connects with Mayberry for another score. I got to admit, I had no clue that this is what we'd be seeing tonight.
Not even a little bit. And, you know, the focus of this Corner Canyon team since that loss to Lone Peak. And I'll tell you this much, the postseason is going to look awfully bright for this club. We'll see how it goes. Another touchdown for the Chargers, and Kasuga adds to his career totals over 100 touchdown passes.
Three years ago, you bought your dream car. Today, it's your worst nightmare.
So get to Strong Volkswagen. They want any trade, no matter how much you owe. Plus, if you or anyone in your home owns a Honda, you could get an extra $2,000 bonus. $2,000 toward a new Tiguan. Plus, new Jetta, just $199 a month. $199. Any trade accepted, paid for or not. Now at Strong Volkswagen. StrongVW.com.
Everyone knows that Coleman Knitting Mills is the place to go for Letterman jackets and school sweaters. But did you know you can design and order your jacket online? With Coleman's new online builder, you can build your jacket anytime. Visit ColemanKnitting.com and design and customize your jacket just the way you want it. Visit our online store and custom design your jacket today. Coleman Knitting Mills, made to last.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by R.C. Willey, Sunbelt Rentals, and Utah State University.
Chilly night, but these fans are doing just fine.
And I'm okay too.
Yeah,
thanks, Dave.
get over there and do that dance with these two.
Hey, you know,
River dance.
You hear what they're playing, right?
Yeah, the
Footloose. Footloose, yeah. And
you know how
they
that
play
goes?
that in every game. And do you know why they play that?
Because the Lehigh Roller Mills are next door.
Oh, I thought it was just provocative and it really got the crowd going.
No.
That's not it.
There they are. Long time.
I like
landmark.
Frank's answer.
Frank, you're a trooper. Being outside in this chilly weather.
Hey, duty calls. I'm
Yeah.
like the post office through wind and
No
sleet
matter
and
what.
snow, and yeah,
Hey,
I deliver.
If your home needs refreshing, R.C. Willey can help with their large selection. Easy to find items that fit your style and budget at R.C. Willey. If you're in the bedroom department, you find a lemma taking a nap, just keep moving. This kick is going to be an easy
Try to keep it
touchback.
quiet.
Yeah, keep it down.
Yeah.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Pioneer ball, 1st and 10.
You know what I like to do at RC Willey is I like to get a big bucket of popcorn and some Raisinets and a nice cold drink. And I sit in one of those big lounge chairs in the TV section. I can watch 17 movies at once.
17? I mean, sports, yeah, but movies? I'd have trouble with that. Well, at this point, it's time to start thinking about the postseason. Keeping guys healthy, that sort of thing. And one big question mark for Lehigh is going to be that quarterback situation and what kind of an injury Wyatt Bingham has.
That's a good point. The quarterback is such an important position on the field. And for Lehigh, Wyatt Bingham, if he is out, that will be an issue. And they'll put a lot of pressure and weight on the shoulders of Briggs Jensen to lead them into postseason play.
2nd down, 7. And Jensen's pass is picked off. Intercepted. And the defense steps up again. And this is going to be a pick 6 for Fui Vakapuna.
Well, a great job by Fui Vakapuna playing that linebacker position. He's floating out in the zone and reading the quarterback's eyes. And when he sees the release, he steps in front and he just takes this to the house for Fui Vakapuna. And another score, the first defensive score of the game for Corner Canyon.
What a crazy night this has been.
Well, yeah, we were talking about how competitive we thought this game would be, and would it be going back and forth? Do Does Lehi get the advantage because they're at home? And Corner Canyon just came out and quieted the crowd.
Yeah.
And the extra point is good.
Came out and said, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but here's what we're going to do.
Well, it was a devastating first opening drive of the game.
Yeah, you're right.
They just ran them. I don't think they threw a pass on that drive, did they?
They threw one incomplete.
One incomplete pass and just motored down the field, and then came back and hit 2 big passing plays on their next scoring drive, and from then it's been a very balanced attack. But I think the key, you talked about it early, Alema, is I don't think there's any doubt which team has won the line of scrimmage tonight.
No question. Yeah, that's not even up for even a little bit of a debate. It has been all Corner Canyon on both sides of the ball, offensive line and defensive front 7.
You know, and I'll tell you where that really illustrated itself and also impacted the game. Go all the way back to that Lehi drive, big play to Glasgow, and they end up later on, we thought it was a touchdown, but they're 1st and goal at the 1. They run Briggs Love, the 265-pound lineman, and Corner Canyon stops him. Never got in the end zone, and they haven't at all tonight. I think that was a big play that hurt as well.
Yeah, we're talking about sending a message that Corner Canyon is putting everybody on notice going into the postseason, and that was a message that they sent with that goal line stand where they only surrendered a field goal after a 1st and goal at the 1.
This one might go out of bounds, but instead the return is on, and Fabrizio up near the 40-yard line.
I talked to Coach Kerr before the game, and I said, what is your plan on special teams with Glasgow? He said, he looked at me and laughed, like, what kind of question is that? I said, we're not kicking it to him. And they the way that they have handled it, they just have squibbed. Every kickoff has been a squib kick.
And we wonder why he's been so successful as a head coach. Master of the obvious. Oh, we're not going to kick it to that guy.
And the way he says it, too, is just like,
well,
you dumb?
Yeah, he had nothing but respect for Legend Glasgow. By the way, happy birthday to Legend Glasgow. It's his birthday today.
One thing I love about Eric Kerr, too, is just his honesty. When we visit with him, he doesn't hold back.
No. What you just saw from Devon Eka, this is why I was kind of shocked that he wasn't getting more looks, because he is a small package, but he runs so much bigger than he is. That time, he goes over Dustin Otuafi, and he's not small. He's 6'1", 225. And Devon Eka just lowered the shoulder.
Eka.
Otuafi says, not this time. No. He said, you got me last time, not this time.
Hey, Sugar House Furniture, Utah's solid wood furniture specialist, is on Highland Drive. Sugar House Furniture, the sponsor of our halftime show. Talked about those career numbers. Kasuga now 103 career passing touchdowns, which is 9th all time.
And he's not done.
State of Utah, he's not done. 3rd and 2. Just unreal. And Frank, well, you both talked about the domination of the lines of scrimmage. I don't think it's any more evident than what Eka has put up with tonight.
That might be the stop of the game.
Yeah, it could very well be. Although I think it's going to be tough to top the big lineman getting stopped at the goal line. Briggs Love.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I'm just trying to give us some options here tonight.
No, nothing wrong with that. We'll put it to a vote. Okay, I just voted.
You know, that's the funny thing is, in this 3-person democracy, our 2 votes count for 0 votes.
Oh, whatever. Ooh, that dangerously close to being blocked. It will settle inside the 20.
Oh, he might have touched it.
Well, they pushed him into it, and I think Dart actually recovered it.
Rodriguez, though. Rodriguez instead of Dart back to return this one.
Oh, yes. So he didn't get away from it. He was pushed into the ball.
Let's see if we can see it right here, if it touches his foot or not.
Well, he did the right thing by recovering it at that point.
I can't tell. Well, he did touch the ball after he was hit.
Well, that's fortunate.
But he may end up recovering that anyway.
He did.
All right, we'll
he did recover.
Get a chance now to see Bronson Evans.
There you go, the backup quarterback for Corner Canyon. 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He's actually thrown 14 passes this year, 163 yards, has a couple touchdowns. And I think this is a wise move. And last play of the third quarter coming right here. And it's been all Corner Canyon from the get-go, from the opening drive to where we sit now, headed to the fourth quarter. 49-3. Number one team in the state is dominating on this Wednesday night edition of American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of mind.
Your trusted, helpful expert, Master Auto Tech.
As droughts intensify in Utah, invading insects and mites increase and destroy vital crops. At Utah State University, Ricardo Ramirez and his students research and create tools like biopesticides to help farmers combat destructive insects. The result? A more productive harvest.
I'm an Aggie. I'm defending Utah's crops.
You know you can trust Victor's tires. Are your tires ready for winter weather? At Victor's, you'll find everything you need to be ready for winter travel. From tires to tune-ups, antifreeze to oil changes, Victor's has you covered. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust. You know you can trust Victor's tires. And right now, when you buy 3 tires, Victor will give you the 4th one free. With thousands of tires in stock, you'll find the right tires and wheels for your car or truck. Come in today and get your 4th tire free when you buy 3. Victor's Tires, the place you can trust.
Come celebrate Sugar House Furniture's 40th anniversary. From now until the end of October, our bedroom sets and dining room tables are on sale. Sugar House Furniture, Utah's source for USA-made solid wood furniture.
Hey, it is time for the Tony Finau Foundation and Coleman Knitting Letterman's of Love jacket giveaway. Coleman Knitting Mills presenting Letterman's jacket to Trevor Anderson. How about that jacket? They custom make these. Trevor's been a valuable member of the basketball team for the past 3 years and was on that 2024 6A state championship team. That's a good looking jacket.
That is good. I like the sleeves on that one.
The Tony Finau Foundation and Coleman Knitting Mills proud to honor his achievements with that Letterman's jacket. Coleman Knitting Mills quality that lasts a lifetime. Good
That
looking.
is sharp. I like
nice?
that.
That logo in the back.
Very nice. They do quality work.
Alema, you and I and our buddy Vinny called that state championship game in 2024.
Yes.
Quincy Lewis, the athletic director here, it was his last year coaching the basketball team and
Number 32,
walked it off.
the ball carrier for the Chargers.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Great success, of course, at Lone Peak before coming here to Lehi.
Tackled by Lehi is number 90.
Getting a chance to see some of the other players that are part of this Corner Canyon team. A lot of guys getting opportunities to play here tonight.
Well, Jackson Caruth coming in, but he actually has a touchdown in this game. And, you know, runs hard. You see him right there. He's a junior. He'll be back in this lineup next year. Diesel Dart's a junior. He'll be back.
It's hard to believe Diesel Dart is just a junior.
Just a junior.
Well, he's been playing since he was a freshman.
Is he the final Dart?
I think he is. That plays football.
You know, we don't give enough credit to Papa Dart. He was a fantastic football player.
He played through all kinds of injuries, like multiple
gosh.
devastating injuries. Coach Mack tells this story sometimes.
Yes.
He's like, I'd come to him and say, okay, so are you done? He says, no, I'm not done.
What do you mean?
What do you mean am I done? I still have eligibility. He got 7 years. He played 7 years at Utah back when that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that's. I mean, now, especially with that COVID year everybody got.
Yeah. He was an innovator, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And once again, Caruth. By the way, some of those career numbers. So we talked about Kasuga. He's 8th in career passing, 10,613 yards. But according to George, that puts him just 70 yards behind Jackson Dart.
Wow.
Which means he'll take over, I would think, at some point in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
That 7th spot.
There's a good look at Helaman Kasuga.
But Dart was also a 4-year starter, but the first 3 years they weren't throwing the ball around quite like they were his senior year.
Yeah, first 3 years at Roy.
Screen pass, good blocking downfield, and it's always dangerous. Scott Pepper and Scotty Pepper all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Everyone is getting a piece tonight for Corner Canyon.
Well, how about that? Nice job by the offensive line, giving Bronson Evans an opportunity to get this ball out. It's a little quick pass to the outside, and then Pepper get into the sideline. You're not going to catch him. Well, you're going to catch him, but not before he gets inside the 10.
62 yards on that pickup. Scott Pepper, a senior, but they just have a loaded wide receiver room. And on the draw, Evans, and Bronson Evans knocked out of bounds just shy of the goal line.
Great job that time by Evans, who typically that play is designed to go up the middle. It got a little clogged up, and so there was traffic in the middle, and he said, I'm going to take the outside lane here. And even though I don't have an HOV pass, I'm going to go in the carpool lane and get some yards.
Second and goal. Nothing doing there. Third and goal coming.
Nice job that time. Defense coming up, making the stop. Sterling Fillmore gets in the backfield.
I think Coach Kerr is trying to get Evans into the end zone here. Wouldn't be surprised if he ran it again. Can get a first down. Just 1 yard away.
Third and goal. I just take a knee at the first down. Wow, this is a fun little defensive stand. It just shows you these guys are not quitting.
That's a good defensive play right there. Into the backfield immediately. Dropped for a loss. So now you're 4th and 3. Offense will stay on the field.
What do you like here, Frank?
Run pass option.
A little RPO?
Yep. I love giving a quarterback an opportunity to read downfield and make a decision with the football on the move.
4th and goal. Here we go. Caruth, right side and in.
And that's why I'm just commentating.
Well, Caruth with his second touchdown of the game, and give credit to that offensive line. You know, some other, players coming in and getting opportunities in the trenches. But still blocking great for the running backs. Caruth for the score.
Point after is up and good. Wow, I am just floored.
If you told me before this game that Lehi would not be in the end zone at all, at this point in the game, I would have told you were crazy. But that's what's happened.
America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is brought to you by Mr. Mac, RGS Exteriors, Master Auto Tech, and Weber State University.
Your whole life, You woke up before the sun, worked hard, so your family could have the things they want. Everything was going great, until one night when you were hit by a drunk driver. Now you're out of work, bills are piling up, and you're worried about your family. As Utah's original personal injury law firm, our team at Robert J. DeBry will get you the settlement you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
Let's see, string cheese, ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Game recap brought to you by America First Credit Union. Alema, how are you going to cram this into a little recap?
I'm going to start off by highlighting the ground game for Corner Canyon because Caruth, Briggs, Cooper all running the ball great. Give credit to the offensive line. That was Caruth first, and Kingston Cooper gets in originally, then Jackson Caruth, and then Kai Meza shows up for a couple of touchdowns. One down the middle, one on a slant route, and then Jason Mayberry says, I need a little touchdown love. He gets into the end zone. Foy Vakapuna says, defense needs to represent. Let me do it with a pick 6.
What a night for this Corner Canyon team. It's going to be a 9th straight region championship, although it will be shared with Skyridge if they hold on. Last check, they were up 21-14 against American Fork. But that doesn't take anything away from what
certainly
has
not
done, and it's just a phenomenal run that he's had, and he's still got a long way to go. I mean, this isn't like a coach who's 6'7", like the broadcaster. He's going to be coaching for a while.
Oh, is that thing gonna? At some point,
it's going to die off. It has to.
If my kids are anywhere in the house and I say 6, somewhere it's like a 7.
They yell 7.
Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't know that much about it until media night when that whole Corner Canyon team was doing it. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, it's because these things don't last long. It's got to about run its course.
Lehi's looking for one more player. Get out on the field.
Well, both teams at this point, it's one of those things where when you got the postseason coming, you got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to make sure.
Keep everyone healthy.
Yeah, you got to keep Eka and Legend Glasker. You got to keep them upright and ready for postseason play. You're already dealing with an injury to Wyatt Bingham that we're not, clear on the extent of that injury. So at this point, you just want to make sure you're healthy going into postseason play.
Second down. Jensen. That pass knocked out. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule. So this is it for us for regular season. They'll announce the playoff brackets Saturday morning, and then we start doing playoff games. We'll have a game each Friday for the next 3 weeks. You saw the first one there next Friday. And then on Halloween, I'll try to make that an early one so you can get back to your trick-or-treating dilemma.
I'm trying to think, do I have a Jazz game that night?
Yeah, you do. You have a Jazz game all 3 of those first 3 weeks. And then the semifinals, 14th and 15th, championship day is on a Thursday this year again. We do a triple header that day on November 20th. And then we're done. It just cracks me up how quickly these go by every year, right? I mean, it seems like it wasn't that long ago we were doing Timpview and West.
Yeah, and blazing heat.
Night, yeah.
And now, already the weather's starting to turn. Rivalry game, BYU and Utah right around the corner coming up this weekend. And
I can't wait for that.
It's that time of the year.
Okay, now be honest. You and Frank, give me an honest score for Saturday night.
Well, I'll tell you what Frank's score is, 24-21 BYU. I'll tell you what my score is, 24-21 BYU.
Hey,
So,
I'm engaged in a conversation here
You're
on the
welcome,
sidelines
Frank.
That is not Frank's score.
with Coach, and so we're just chatting about something. We're talking shop, as it were, over here. So, Alema, you remember earlier in the game when you said you don't lie, like that's not in your makeup, that's not in your foundation?
No, I said,
this
I'm going to tell another true story. That's the only stories I tell is true stories. That's all I got.
I think I picked 28 to 10.
28 to 10. So that's just ridiculous.
28 to 10.
It's
Why is that ridiculous? That's
because there's no way either team is going to win by that much.
In the history of this rivalry, especially the past 10, 15 years, Alema's exactly right. The scores have been within 7 points, mostly within 3 points. So, but this could be, a breakout year, another flag on the play here.
Jake Rowe with the interception for Corner Canyon. Late flag coming in near the Lehi sideline. Probably a dead ball foul here.
Yeah, a little late hit or something.
Take a look at that again.
So was that like a taunting or something at the end of that play on Sportsmanlike?
Well, we'll see. Yeah, there's probably some words that were said on the sideline there. But coming back to Frank's point, the games have been very close, but the thing is, we came into this game here tonight, right on the Friday night rivals on a Wednesday night. A couple of teams that are Region 3 rivals, thinking this is going to be a tight game, man. And look at the score; it's a 53-point deficit.
Never would have thought that.
So those things can happen. I don't think they'll happen on Saturday. I think it'll be a close game. I think it will be somewhere around 24-21, a differential of 3 points for the winner. Last year, of course, won on a field goal by BYU.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back on the other side, you're going to learn our bus stop of the game. What will it be here on this Wednesday night edition of American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rival?
Looking for the perfect suit for that special occasion? At Mr. Mac, we have the best selection of suits for weddings, missions, and more. From boys' suits to men's formal wear, we've got you covered. Complete your look with our great accessories, including shirts, ties, shoes, and belts. And with free alterations, you'll always get the perfect fit. Come into one of our 9 convenient locations today, or MrMac.com. Mr. Mac, locally owned and operated for nearly 60 years, making you look your best.
When you're the oldest personal injury firm in Utah, you get to know a few faces.
So tell me what happened.
You just came in and sideswiped me, bro.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
And it hurts worse than that time that I was dropped. Tailgate. Who would have thought?
I guess you can say we've seen everything. And I mean everything.
Juliet would never use these.
Our team at Robert J. DeBry has the experience needed to get you the compensation you deserve. Not sure you have a case? Dial the number with all the 8s.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Hey, we're going to take you way back to the beginning of the game. Remember this one, Alema?
Oh, how about this? Bring in your heavy package. Breaks Love is the one leading the charge for this Lehi offense, but he gets stoned at the goal line and no pass here. Tate Patterson, the first one through, and he took a little punishment, but he brought his friends along, and they said, no way you're getting in the end zone. And that was the start of that goal line stand. First and goal at the 1-yard line for Lehi, and they settled for a field goal.
Never got a touchdown the rest of the night. The school bus stop of the game. Always stop for a school bus when that stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. Not stopping or trying to beat that stop arm puts lives at risk and can result in large fines, points on your license, and even a license suspension. Stop means stop. Finishing the finishing touches on this 4 minutes left. They are at the running clock situation. You know that goes when you're up by 35. And it's interesting, though, we talk about the strength of this region, how teams just beat up on each other. And we've broadcasted a lot of the games.
Yeah.
Take a look back at. So Skyridge, first of all, beats Lehi in a great game. Lone Peak stuns Corner Canyon. Corner Canyon comes back and handles Skyridge. Then Skyridge beats Lone Peak in 2 overtimes. And then Lehi beats Lone Peak. And now here we are, Corner Canyon beating Lehi. It's just unreal how this region has gone this year. It's really been a lot of fun, to be honest with you. Maybe not tonight for Lehi, but anyway.
And I think about where Corner Canyon is going into postseason play. Helam and Kasuga in this game, 16 of 23, 288 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. And he has hit his stride going into postseason play. And we know that Eric Kerr will always have his guys ready. It would be, an aberration if you did not see them at Rice-Eccles.
Oh, absolutely. At the minimum, Rice-Eccles, and very good chance they'll be in the championship game.
Yes.
Number 11, Dylan Golder, the ball carrier for the Chargers, tackled by Lehi's number 28, Noah Waite.
So the pairings for first-round playoffs will come out this weekend.
1 yard to the 40-yard line, and bring up
And
2nd and 9.
I'll have a conversation with Frank and Alema, and then I'll just go pick whatever game I want.
Let me just give you a little inside addition here. This is how the conversation works. Hey, Frank and Alema, this is the game that we're doing.
This is what we're doing.
Not always like that, but usually it's, hey, what do you guys think about these 4 choices? And the response will be, whatever. Whatever's closest to Maddox. How about this run? Good carry all the way down inside the University of Utah red zone. I think there was a face
mask at the end of that play, so you can tack on a few more yards after that beautiful Bronson Evans run.
And smart Bronson. I mean, it's a running clock, but he may not know that. He decided to stay in bounds to keep the clock running on the run play after the.
I think you build habits regardless.
Sure.
Right, Frank? Whether it's a running clock or not, you understand the down and distance, the situational part of this game.
Yeah.
And that's a heads-up play by Evans.
Absolutely.
By the way,
Keep it going. Just keep going.
Corner Canyon just went over 600 yards total offense in this game. On that,
I say they take a knee here.
Here's the Dave Fox formation.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is called sportsmanship. So 602 yards. Well, they just lost 2 yards on that knee. A lot of people don't know that. I don't know.
Frank, if you were a quarterback that cared about your running stats, would you hand the ball off and have somebody else take the knee?
That's a great point, actually.
Yeah,
Think about
absolutely.
Because every time you take a knee, you lose 2 yards.
You're losing yards.
I found myself taking a knee so many times in my prestigious football career.
And you're celebrating.
I think if you ask George Feld, I have the record for a number of negative yardage because of taking a knee.
You ever seen a team take a knee when trailing big? I have.
Just to get off the field?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen the Dallas Cowboys do that.
Oh, no, that's uncalled for. It is not even very nice, especially a week after my birthday.
Yeah, I agree. But the Dallas Cowboys today are not the Dallas Cowboys of our youth. Well, my youth and your middle age.
Oh, man.
Well, that'll do it.
You're not wrong, but yep. What a night, and I think I can speak for all 3 of us when I say did not expect to see this.
Well, when Corner Canyon got shut out in the second half against Lone Peak, I was stunned. I am stunned again tonight that Lehi did not see the end zone all game.
Support of these young athletes and coaches as the clock winds down. We hope you all are able to drive home safely. Please take out with you.
There it is.
You brought in.
Lehi gets at least a piece of another region championship. That's 9 straight for Eric Kerr and the Corner Canyon champions. I don't know how many trophies he's got.
Well, he's getting
Friday
another.
Night Rivals, but make room, Eric. Frank will have it for you next here on this Wednesday night edition of American First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Build your jacket at Coleman Knitting Mills.
Let's see. String cheese. Ooh, soda.
Surprise! You have a brother.
Hi. Whoa. Why didn't you tell me before?
Well, we just got him.
For opening a new account at America First Credit Union.
Which, surprise number 2, you're moving out and living at America First.
Huh? Get your money working. For a limited time, new members get a cash bonus when they open a checking account.
Go where you want, when you want, with help from Compassion Mobility. Get in the driver's seat of a new Vantage mobility vehicle, or see the latest in pre-owned wheelchair-accessible vehicles, online or at our Spanish Fork location. Maybe your vehicle needs an upgrade to adaptive driving equipment. We've got that too. From power chairs, scooters, or tracked wheelchairs, we have a mobility solution in every style, for sale or rent. Compassion Mobility, family-owned and operated in Spanish Fork. Your next-level dealer for mobility.
Had a great time tonight. Ooh.
Play unicorn glitter!
You two are getting good. You're the youest you in your home. So make it your home your way with RC Willie.
Build your jacket at Coleman Knitting Mills.
You can hear me?
Yep. 56-3, an absolute shellacking on the part of Corner Canyon, who have really hit their stride, and Frank Dolce is patiently awaiting the Corner Canyon team. They want to be good sports about this.
I think that this is actually a classy move. It is senior night for the Lehi Pioneers, so they're celebrating their seniors. They're gathered at about midfield, as you see on your screen right now. And Corner Canyon is on the visitor side, and they're going down the sideline and probably try to make their way to Frank at some point here.
And honestly, we don't need the whole team over there cheering and yucking it up. Even though they did also win a share of the region championship tonight. But for now, the most important thing for Andy Hatfield and this club is put this game behind you and get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think, immediately you want to know what the situation is with your quarterback and whether or not he's going to be able to go postseason play, because that's a huge factor with your offense. And then as you look at Corner Canyon starting to congregate next to Frank Dolce, as Fox just mentioned, really hitting their stride right now.
Frank, take it away, buddy.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Olivia. Okay, I'm down here with the region champions and your Friday night rivals champions as well. Coach, your execution on both sides of the ball seemed to be as well as you've done all season long. How would you rate your performance tonight?
Really, really good. Our kids played great, both sides of the ball. We kind of just challenged them and told them we wanted to see them fly around and have more fun and play with better energy, and I thought they did it all night. It was awesome.
This may be the toughest region in the state. It's like we call it the SEC of Utah high school football, and it kind of, you never know which team is going to come out on top each and every week. How does a region like this prepare you for playoffs?
It's huge, just because it's going to be so competitive moving forward the rest of the way. So when you get battle tested, it just makes you stronger. Any adversity or anything like that where you're going to have something that's going to challenge you and make you work harder and be better, it's going to make you better long term. So it's just like anything else that we try to teach these guys.
Okay, so you finished off the season the right way. You're headed into the playoffs on a high note, and you got your team ready to go. How does preparation change as you head into the next phase?
Just continue to lock in and continue to try to focus and do our job and push these guys to continue to get better and build them up too. Keep reminding them that it's supposed to be fun. It's high school football and enjoy what they're doing.
Well, there he is. There's your region champs. Yeah. There's your Friday night rivals champs. And we'll see you up at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Oh, Frank's already got him in the semifinals. But congratulations. Wow,
Yeah, don't you worry, because Coach Kerr will not let them look past anything that stands in the way of them getting to Rice-Eccles. It's, almost a sure thing that they'll get there, but it will be maintaining their focus on the way.
Well, Lemma, it was a little bit of a shocker, but congratulations to Corner Canyon. And now we're going to take a week off or so and get set for the playoffs ourselves. We'll announce our first-round playoff matchup this coming weekend. So thanks, everyone, for joining us tonight. The producer of America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals is Callie Coons. Our director is Ken Coons. Our technical director, John Green. Hu Tran on our sideline camera. Josh Spomberg handling our graphics. Alex and Marcos in replay. Good job, guys. Miley Yanger handling all the stats tonight. And Chris Barney, our technical manager, and to our entire crew. All of you did such a great job all season long, and we'll be back again next week as it's the playoffs for us as well. For now, have a great night and a great rest of your fall break weekend, everyone, here on America First Credit Union's Friday Night Rivals.
Some shops, they just give you an oil change and send you on your way.
But at Master Auto Tech, our master service goes beyond that.
Our master service package includes premium oil, full digital inspection, tire rotation, fluid top-offs, and a brake check.
Plus, BG EPR to clean the sludge out of your engine.
And BG MOA to extend engine life and performance.
Getting the master service means you're going to be doing it less often, saving you money over time.
So come down and ask for the master service. It's not just an oil change, it's peace of